Hello. Hello, we're here, we're live. Let's just jump right in. Alright, let me just see if we have better luck with Restream. Will it show me? Okay, it seems to be showing me. It seems like it's gonna show me YouTube chat. Maybe. We'll see. I'm gonna let this be. It will be what it will be, and I'll do my, what is it? Pop out YouTube chat and do my very best to try to pay attention to both chats. Okay, great. I hope everyone's doing well. I really do. I'm very tired today. Having a little bit of an off day. I'm okay though, just physical exhaustion. It's all it's all mild. I just think I need a nap. I'm partially kidding, but it's all good. Alright, let's get this all up and running. So sleepy. Okay. Get my Java going. Last we left off, we're working through the new hardcore. We've got a mine going. There's a beautiful lush cavern. And that's really nice. I'd love to explore it. And we have a shield now, but I'm gonna wait for diamond armor. See if we just have any luck with that. Good morning, Gus. I'm feeling really rough today. So I did skip gym this morning. The thing is, like, when I got up, there was a part of me that's like, maybe I should just push. But I'm feeling it, and I think I made the right decision to skip. It's hard for me to skip, I will admit, because, one, I really like going, but I don't like skipping, like, workouts. But one of the things that I've had to learn over the years is to let my body have breaks and to let my body tell me when I need breaks. So it's in taking it easy. I'm definitely feeling it today. I'm just very tired. Congestion's a little better, though. Okay, wondering where Minecraft is. I've made 3 attempts to start Minecraft. Let's see if it actually starts this time around. Okay. Ooh, if I send a... Wow, Minecraft is not running. Okay, this is weird. I'm gonna give it a moment and see what happens. How odd. Amazing stream already! Dart, hi, how are you? I hope you're doing wonderfully. Okay, now I'm seeing YouTube messages. I just sent a test message. Hello world. Dart, how are you? Happy Thursday. I hope you're doing well. I have Minecraft. Okay, it's up. Wow, that took like several minutes for it to start up. Roasting part 2. Oh geez. Yeah, I'm not roasting. This is so weird. Why is Minecraft not... I'm so sorry. I don't know what's going on with my tech at the moment. I'll figure it out. It's a cozy day today. I'm just keeping it cozy today. That's for sure. Okay. Okay, so I've got my stream manager on my phone. I've got 2 chats. Hi, streamer! Oh, yay. Okay, yay. I can see your, that's so great. That's so great. I'll do the double redundancy with the chat. Okay. This is very unusual. I'm not sure why it's doing this. Oh my god, come on, come on, OBS. It's one thing after another. This is fine. This is fine, though. It's good to be here, everybody. It's really good to be here. Inside, outside, Alex, hello, how are you? I hope you're doing well today also. Yeah, I had my new fancy nice like workout outfit yesterday, but today after I made my tea and all that good stuff, my thought was I'm gonna wear like these warm, like thick, fluffy, I call these daytime PJs because it was gifted to me as a PJ outfit, but I don't like wearing really thick clothing, like thick PJs to bed, so I call them daytime PJs, as this is my writing, editing, staying at home during the day while awake, because they're nice and warm, especially while it's so it's chilly. Okay, great. Okay, this is perfect. So OBS is mostly working as intended. Minecraft is glitching really bad. I know that there was I think there was an update recently. I saw on the Minecraft YouTube that there's now like baby mobs, or like they've updated like baby mobs. I have no idea what that means for my gameplay, but I don't know, who knows. Okay, I'm so tired. Anyway, welcome on in, everyone. Happy Thursday. I don't think I'm as congested today. And Dart and Alex, you both rock. Thank you for kind of hanging out in the YouTube and testing that and helping me multitask. That was so... I did like it's wholesome. I feel so like wholesome, or it's wholesome because I didn't even ask, and I appreciate that. Like it was like, oh, look at such wonderful help. Amazing stream already! Yay! Hello YouTube. Also hello Twitch. Hello YouTube. That's half the reason for the gym, isn't it? To wear the cool workout outfits. Yeah, but you know, when like for me, I have a thing where I got a bunch of nice workout outfits, and some of my favorite ones are so soft and so perfect that I'm just like, that it's like too nice to wear to the gym. It's gym clothes, and I will wear them for gym and for hiking and all that, but that particular one yesterday, it's folded back up and all that good stuff. Oh, Daniele! Hi! 20 stream streak. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. So I'm glad that I have Stream Manager open, because my Restream chat in OBS is not showing me all the cool stuff, like, watch streaks and redemptions and everything. So having Stream Manager open is really important. Welcome in, Ranieri. I hope you're having a good day. I feel like a bunch of us were like hanging out at Aura's channel. Like I saw like a bunch of people from aw, yay. Okay, so Restream also doesn't show me 7TV, which is kind of, I'll have to look that up and see what people on Reddit are doing, because I just want to see all the cat kiss, but this is fine. It's good to have you all here. Yeah, I was watching Mariomon this morning while I was cleaning the kitchen and emptying the dishwasher. I just had Mariomon. I was telling Gas that I did skip the gym this morning. I'm just not feeling it, but when I skip the gym, I compensate by just doing extra chores as a sort of, well, I didn't do my rigorous exercise, but all movement counts, and chores, especially like I have our house is 2 stories, so after stream, if I have the energy for it, I'm gonna get ahead on my vacuuming, and I've got some laundry to fold and all that good stuff. This morning I cleaned the whole kitchen. I just cleaned it out. Rest day is good. Yeah, and that's something I have to train my body to, is that I have to tell my body to rest. Oh, yeah, I'm seeing all the like hellos and highs in YouTube. Okay, this is great. Oh my god. Yay. Yay. Okay. So, wow, I have a lot of pickaxes. I kind of, there is something, as frustrating as it is to have to start a new world, there is something really cool about it too. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, this is a completely new world and I'm still getting used to it, and I love the Dark Oak so much. But I don't know, I'm here for it. I did not realize I was this close to the lava pool. Okay, so I was doing a bunch of mining, and then I remember when I last left off, I was following one of these paths too. I'm just gonna refresh my memory and just see where on earth I was going. Okay, there's a zombie. But yeah, rest is important. It's something when Twitch and Discord friends say that that they're going to do a new gym routine. One, I'm always really happy because for me, having a gym routine really did. God, I don't want to sound cliche, but it was like life changing. It was game changing for me. But one of the hardest things personally as I got into that routine is just pacing, knowing how and when to pace, and knowing that not only is it okay, but it's necessary to take rest days. That's at least, that's for me, like my personal reminder to self. That as I got really into like the gym and exercise, and some of it also started from the as I've had, and it's probably a hereditary thing, meaning it's not something that I can really, like, lifestyle's improving it, but I have like kind of a cholesterol number imbalance. Like my bad cholesterol is a little on the high side, that kind of thing. So I started the gym as a way of compensating. Fitness EOS. And I had a lot of anxiety about the cholesterol numbers. I've made peace with it, and all of the doctors I've worked with in the past is through the cholesterol stuff have both have all said, not worried. I'm not a candidate for taking like statins and other cholesterol medication. Okay, so this was our next step. We were headed down this path. Okay, let's dang it. Well, welp. Oh, unless I actually do something like this, where I carve this way. But yeah, I'm not as anxious about the whole like cholesterol stuff as I used to be. Because I'm doing everything that I can and then some. I keep joking that if I get big enough, like, I want Metamucil to sponsor me. And that while that's a half joke, like, I would actually take that sponsorship with pride. For those who don't, so I think a lot of people know Metamucil as being like a laxative, but the thing is, it's a fiber supplement. And for people who have high cholesterol who are not high enough risk where they need to be on statins, so like for me, I got put on regular Metamucil consumption. Like I take Metamucil regularly as a way of boosting my fiber intake. So in addition to having a very high fiber diet, I take the Metamucil as an extra, like guaranteed, 3 servings of Metamucil per day, as a way of ensuring that on any day I will always have 15 grams through the Metamucil alone. And then the fiber in it, in the powdered Metamucil, is psyllium husk, which is a soluble fiber and one of the fibers that just immediately like is absorbed by the body. So like for me personally, that was an instant. That was what helped like really reduce the numbers. So like my overall, thanks to the Metamucil, my overall cholesterol now is in safe, like normal range. But the LDL is still high, but I did have it explained by a doctor, aside from some hereditary factors, I do take a medication that does slightly elevate bad cholesterol. So it's just, hey, look, iron, wait, where am I? Oh, we're at y equals 14. Okay, I didn't even realize that we're at y equals 14. So we're in prime iron land. Okay. This is very, very joyful. But yeah, for me, it's been a game changer. So I joke about them, because, I mean, it's hilarious, the idea of having, like, a, what do you call it? So I think I do want to branch out quite a bit. The idea of having, like, a Metamucil sponsorship, I mean, I joke about it, but at the same time, like, I don't know, I think that would actually be really, like, I would, very happily, like, plug Metamucil, just because I've had such very positive experiences, like, instant. Okay, let me actually see what I'm doing because I am going to eventually hit my staircase. But look at me, yep. What the heck is this? Wait, now I feel very spun around. Where am I? Oh, this must be... Okay. I get it. I see now. This is, that big room that I carved open. May as well. Right? This was the big room that just had a whole bunch of iron. Okay, well, I don't want to carve that open. Let's just, Wow, ha. Okay. It's getting real silly. Good morning, Chris. Oh, Ender, good morning to you too. I hope you're doing wonderfully. I have started out the day by collecting some iron, so that's awesome. This looks like I put it there deliberately, so I won't mess with that for now. When I see dirt like this, I immediately think I must have done this. But let me actually just... Oh, maybe I didn't. Okay. I hope you're doing well. She started today off by telling us about a sponsorship she would take. Yeah, a Metamucil sponsorship. Yeah, 'cause it's a degenerate play. I'm just kidding. Not degenerate. Alright. Why don't I patch this? Just for the sake of it. Yeah, I should patch that. So note to self. 6-7! I was just saying, wouldn't that be hilarious? Be like, yeah, I follow all these like blah 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 cool streamers who do cool stuff and are sponsored by like gaming companies, and it's like, and then I follow this big dork who's sponsored by Metamucil. So yeah, that's cool. I'm not sponsored. I should clarify, I'm not sponsored. But all I'm saying is I would take that on and actually very happily plug them. Anyway. Good morning, everybody. Good time zone, wherever you may be. Okay, this was a... Okay, what am I doing? Why don't I patch this, just for aesthetic? Yeah, let's just patch that. Okay. It's about to get sponsored by Raid Shadowlanders. They do pay good... Last I heard, Raid Shadowlanders, nothing wrong with fiber. Yeah, Ender, I was actually, the reason why I was saying it is that, because I think a lot of people who don't realize, so Metamucil's a fiber supplement, so people assume it's like laxative, and it's sold in the laxative section, but I take it, doctor's orders, I take it for cholesterol, because I partially hereditary, partially like medications and stuff like that, but I have like slightly high like LDL. But I've been on Metamucil for a couple of years now as a way of just, I guess, homeopathically lowering my cholesterol without, like, medication. And it's just as one way of easily guaranteeing a certain amount of fiber in my diet. And in all honesty, it really has been a game changer for me. So I was telling chat that that's something that has helped me a ton. And I would, in a hypothetical sponsorship scenario, I would both share my like very positive experience with it, and I don't know. I'm on a very high fiber diet, so like in addition to like the Metamucil, I eat a lot of fiber. Things like lentils and a lot of things that are just regular staples. Yeah, most people don't get enough fiber. I use psyllium regular too. Yay! It's so important. It's so important. Psyllium husk is particularly potent because it just like the body absorbs it right away. It's like one of the best fiber you can have. I'd like to get like the flavorless psyllium husk powder as a way of just like mixing it into yogurt, mixing it into cooking, that kind of thing. There's so many really creative ways to like get fiber. And so I haven't done that yet. For me, I eat like high fiber whole grains, like oats. My breakfast is some kind of oat with berries, And then I have, like, I eat a lot of nuts and seeds, and it's the nuts, seeds, berries. So, for the heart healthy diet, it's your fruits and veggies, and then your nuts, seeds, and berries. That's kind of a big chunk. And then for me, like, oh, Kisnell, good morning! Oh, we're talking about, like, food and diet and all that good stuff. I use nuts for baking. Yeah. Well, nuts are so good, and they're so good for you. Something I've actively been striving to do is to get a serving of almonds, at least one serving of almonds, on most days of the week. Because, it's just, they're so good for you. They are so, so good for you. Ooh, let's see. I need some breakfast soon here. Probably cinnamon honey yogurt. That sounds amazing. Sounds yum. Yes, yes, Dart. YouTube Dart. Are they D's? Wait, what are... Oh, is that a D's Nuts joke? Oh, it's a D's Nuts joke? Oh my god, I get it. Almonds. Yeah, almonds are so good. My favorite are pecans. Or, like, there's some of my favorite nuts. And I like chestnuts, too. I don't get them very often. And it makes me very happy that, like, pecans are... Almonds and pecans and walnuts are kind of like your trifecta of heart-healthy nuts. Like, they are so good for the heart. So it's like, and they just happen to taste good. Fresh chestnuts are made. Oh my gosh, yes, they are the best. I love chestnuts. I like roasting chestnuts. When I was younger, when we would make chestnuts, I would eat them all. And I was a kid at the time. And I remember my parents were like, you know, normal if I weren't so dang underweight, like, 'cause I struggled with weight my whole life, like, I was always very underweight, but my mom was like, I can't bring it into you to tell you not to eat because it's nice to see you eating, like, or that was my mom's telling. I made rich pea soup and also coffee pecan. Oh my god, that sounds so good. That sounds delicious, Kisnell. I could go for my breakfast is a cup of black coffee, and then like 2 hours later I'll have a handful of baby carrots. Yeah, I used to do the same. Like, I'd have like just one, like, that's my lunches. My lunches are just like a serving of nuts and a serving of lentils. The sweet tooth is real sometimes. Oh, nothing wrong with that. I just want to get a coffee and a donut. I have a minor chocolate addiction. Chocolate's so good. And dark chocolate's a good source of magnesium as well. Macadamia nuts are also yummy, but very expensive. They are expensive. If I eat right after waking up, it has to be a high chance to give me a nasty stomach ache, so I'd have to wait. Yeah, Kisnell, same. My husband and I mean, I skipped gym today, I was telling everybody. But, we don't eat when we first wake up. We wake up and we hit the gym. We just go and hit the gym. And the only thing we bring with us is water. And then we don't have, like, a breakfast. And the breakfast is oats. I'll prepare either, like, hot oats or, I make the overnight oats. Today was an overnight oats day. So it's just, I don't eat right away in the morning either. I usually get the 80% dark chocolate or 90. Wow. I think sweet tooth. I mostly use 60% dark chocolate for my baking. That's, like, perfect. I have not done any baking in a really long time. I use Funfetti. What's Funfetti? Oh, hey, look at that. Okay, so we can... Oh, wow. Imagine mining gravel with a handful of dirt. I know, right? I think I'm using granite to mine gravel. Where's our resident geologist? Section Rat's not here. If only Section Rat could see. I love when Section Rat, like, offers geology commentary on, like, Minecraft. It's just so... it's hard to explain why. But I just think it's really fun. Okay. There we go. I don't have to imagine it clueless. Imagine... once it goes over, like, 75%, I can only have a piece or two unless I pair it with fruit. Oh, sorry, that is granite. Oh, Ender, you are fine. Don't you worry. They look very similar. Um, you know something that I experimented with a couple years ago? I haven't done it in a while because I haven't had a good baking chocolate. Like pure cocoa. Like I had 100% cocoa, so it was cocoa for baking. But something that I did with it is I would put it in my tea and brew it like tea. So it wasn't like hot cocoa per se, but it had a cocoa flavor and it was insanely good. Not sweet, it's very bitter. It's very smoky. And my favorite way to have it is with a smoked black tea because the richness, and then you add a little bit of like milk, like frothed milk. It's just insanely perfect. And I haven't had that in such a long time because I haven't had like cocoa in a long time. But yeah, I had all kinds of blends. My favorite blend was lavender, cardamom, pure cocoa, and like smoked Assam or Ceylon black tea. Oh my god, that was just like glorious. It was so good. I think I want to do this. Yeah, this is the. Okay. I do that too. Yay! Yeah, that's a. I don't know. Maybe we do an IRL stream from the kitchen. I could probably do that on my phone, or we just like brew tea. It would have to be in the morning, because I only have black tea in the morning. But that sounds much fancier than loading up on pre-ground Starbucks coffee when it's on sale at the store. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. I still have like a year ago they had like the their lavender coffee, and I love the lavender like when it comes out. It's just oh, it makes me so happy. And I have it, and every now and then like I'll brew it. Um I'll get out the French press and brew a cup. And they do go on really good sales, to be fair, too. They really do. So I get it completely. Sounds good. Fancy tea. You have your morning tea while I sip my afternoon. Aw, yeah. This morning I had just a lavender Earl Grey. So I guess technically a Lady Grey is what it's affectionately called. Here, let's mine gravel with cobblestone. I don't have a shovel. I didn't make a shovel. But we are on the quest to get a bunch of iron. I love brewing tea. I felt during the pandemic, I stayed with. We left New York City. We were living in New York City, and we left it. And I'm glad that we did because I couldn't imagine like with how bad the pandemic was in New York City. We left it, and we were staying with my husband's parents. And what was really nice about that is we kept both an indoor and an outdoor garden. I left. I didn't. Uh, so what was nice about the garden was we got to grow our own herbs. We had a little tea garden growing, and that was really magical because I would harvest fresh herbs and sometimes make tea and infusions with the fresh herbs, but I also dried them. So I dried my own. I could never get the optimal like lavender. The best to get the most flavor out of lavender, especially in tea, you want to collect. What the heck? Oh, zombie converts to drowned. It's like, what the hell was that? English breakfast is my go-to. Yeah, there is nothing like a good. I'm a breakfast tea person. Um, Definitely. Oh yeah, so I would dry the herbs. I never quite got like the perfect timing. That was something that I'd love to have like more practice on is getting the timing of when to gather the lavender. But we had chamomile and mint and basil and all kinds of really great things. Axolotl! Oh, how cute. Stuff is happening on the other side of these walls, but not until I have diamond armor. I'm gonna behave. but it's so tempting. Not in hardcore. If this were like normal or even easy mode, absolutely. How fun would that be? But for now, I just, I want to, keep trying to survive. Let's see. Still 5 iron chunks. I mean, we got iron today. Adagio tea, not sponsored, but I really like Adagio tea for loose leaves. They make a really good English breakfast, Irish breakfast, and Scottish breakfast. And the Scottish breakfast is my, if I have to pick a favorite, I like all three. I haven't had the Irish one in so long, and I love that one, but the Scottish is my favorite because it's like 3 different smoked black teas. And it's just that particular blend. It's Assam, Ceylon, and something else. I can't remember what's the third one, but it's insanely delicious. If you were to own a place where you could have a book club and tea, what would be your go-to tea pastries? Ooh. I'd have everything. I would personally blend my tea. So I would blend them and give them fun names. And you know, Dart, the funny thing is you mentioned that's been a pipe dream of mine, is to open a little like cafe used bookshop. So, by used books, so meaning people can donate their books, like old books they don't want, and they would stay and people could come in and read them, but if you want them, you can, like buy them at like a very discounted price, or, and then I would host book clubs, and I do want to get book club up and running. Now that I got approved for an ARC, for a really big author, so I'm gonna have to prioritize reading that and getting her that review out first. Plink, Glink, John Montreal, hi. How are you? Good morning, good day, good time zone. But yeah, Dart, that is a pipe dream. And then pastries, the pastries thing, that's a good question. I'd probably want to do, maybe like have a mix of everything. So like your decadent, indulgent stuff, but because like the health stuff also matters to me, like making like almond like pastries with nuts, like things that are healthy as well, for those who might want to do that. And back to work and lurk, enjoy streaming, I'll be listening. Gas, yay, enjoy your lurk, and I hope work is easy and gentle. Fido, good morning to you too. Hey everybody, Fido banned me at HK's. I just kidding. Timed out. I got timed out by Fido because am I allowed to? Fido, welcome in. It's so good to see you. Yeah, there it is. There's the, I don't know the reference of that emote, but to me it looks like Troll Barbie. I said hi yesterday, I got timed out. Oh no. I was there when you got timed out. Oh my god, Alex, I nearly spit out my... Poor Alex. Yeah, so Alex, HK is a streamer that I hang out with a lot. To give a little backstory there, I discovered her channel, back before she got partner, when she used to post in Baldman's self-promotion page. I discovered it one day. I was in a really awful apartment situation, and her streams, for lack of a better way to put it, without being cheesy, but they helped me get out of a really rough time in my life. And no, I timed you out. Maybe I got timed out because I'm not there much now. But so I hang out basically every day at her channel, and it's chaos of the best sort, and it's wild. But yeah, that was pretty funny. You never know what you're going to walk into, like if you stumble into the stream. Her chat is definitely something else. Like, Baldman's chat is wild and unhinged and all of that good stuff, but I've realized there are chats on Twitch, and I'm not even just HKs, but like there are chats on Twitch that are just a whole other level of chaos. But it's a good time, and HK is honestly a delightful, like wonderful streamer. She is amazing because she's one of those she has more than 100 viewers, and almost like all the time manages to read all chat messages, to respond to everyone, and that's just incredible. Like, I've been to smaller channels where the streamer very understandably didn't always keep up, and that's fine. Like, being a streamer, it's hard. All I could say is her stream's not for me. That's totally fair. Yeah, it's not. It's definitely not for everyone. For me, it's her. It's her energy too. She's like, she's a very good person. I believe. But no, I totally get that. I totally get that. My favorite is I'm always like having lunch when I watch her stream. So I try to chat, but often I'm like half lurking. Or just not as chatty. But when things get like, when they start doing the Urban Dictionary redeems and I'm sitting here having lunch, like, this is just delightful. Or my favorite too, Booties, hi! Wow, we are actually like we're talking about like HK's vibe, the HK's chat and vibe. So I was just saying that like at lunch, like yesterday I was actually laugh crying because I'm working on a big Brahms piece. It's a Brahms Rhapsody. It's a very big, very dramatic piano piece. And every time there was a moment of silence, because I have the stream running and I just keep the stream on the piano. Yeah, Urban Dictionary redeems while eating, or like, God, it's so fun. It's so dang funny. But I was laugh crying because I don't remember what people were redeeming. It was just like the most chaotic Tangias. And so I'd stop practicing, or I'd take a break, or there'd be like a quiet moment in the piece. Because the Brahms Rhapsodies, they're sad pieces. They're pieces about deep longing, and, you know, they're super dramatic, all that good stuff. So it's like you have a moment of silence, and then you hear "Walking in the Park" in the background, and then other things that are a little more, sussy. Am I too old to use the word sussy? I don't know if I can, I don't know, I could come up... I can one-up Urban Dictionary with some of my comments on people are reading. But yeah, it's a great time. It is a great time. Step Bro, I'm stuck. Yeah, that one. Oh my god, yeah. Yeah. I miss the days when, I think it was like a year ago. There were some Minecraft ones. The Eye of the Spider, the little kid singing, the Eye of the Spider, like, a parody of Eye of the Tiger. That one just, oh my god. It doesn't get old for me, too. And then there was a, Venga, God, I forget the name of the parody band. But it's the Boom Boom. It's a parody with the Chicken Jockey and, Steve from the Minecraft movie. John, if you're not seeing the peak of Urban Dictionary from Rocky, oh my god. It's a good time. It's a good time. But yeah, no worries. No worries at all, Alex. That was... I've been, I chat sometimes in Baldman's channel in the morning, but I am often, oh, aw, okay, seal that. I need to find out what to do with clay, but Baldman's chat in the morning is another wild ride. Sometimes I just have no, I'm just kind of like, oh, look! Okay, cool. Aw. I should probably seal this. Okay, so this is not an option, but, I grew out of Aura's chat. There's nothing wrong with that. Um, I, I have no idea what to make of. There are a lot of people who are hanging out in the morning that I really like, and people who are also in my gold. Oh my god, finally. Okay, we need gold because, I do want to make a, when I pop in his chat in the mornings, it's just to ask why the game he is playing is bad. I admit I've been enjoying Mario Mon. I think it's kind of cute. This one it's different. It's fun. Okay. Is that enough to make a helmet? No, I need one more gold piece to make a helmet. Congratulations, you've restreamed 100. Oh, Restream sends messages. I might have to check out this bald man. When does he stream? So he streams in the middle of the night. He starts at 11 a.m. or p.m. Sorry, 11 p.m. Eastern, but he goes all the way until just a little shy of 8 a.m. I when I first followed him, I had more of a night owl schedule. So it was when I was like full-time concertizing, and I taught music in the evenings, and then I had my university classes that ranged anywhere from late morning to mid-afternoon. So I would stay up a little bit later, but I catch him in the morning where he's playing. He's a Mario Maker streamer. He's actually a very good Mario Maker player. His gimmick is that he does not skip levels. That was how his channel started. You will see a lot of copy pastas and TTS. Yeah, when my chat gets weird, or when they start talking about being bald, or when they start saying that I'm not bald, so they're gonna leave, that's all memes from this channel. It's Orator. Wow, I can't believe I'm plugging Orator on my channel. But no, I do, because he is one of my favorite streamers, and I've been watching him since like 2015, since he started. I'm up at 4, so that might be ideal. I've seen a lot of bald man references. Yeah, so he's, it's Orator. I'll type it. Wow. Hey, oh, you know what? Let's just shout out. Let's just give the bald man a shout out, right? I'm gonna give him a shout out. There you go. I thought we were all serious. Memes, well, okay. Oh god, so you want a streamer confession moment? Do I have to say, I'm up at 4, I'm not clicking that link. Yeah, but I hang out in the morning. I'm usually lurking because when I'm doing cardio at the gym, I'll have his stream on mute. And we'll just kind of watch and read and ignore and be weirded out by the chat. His chat is, for whatever, very thirsty and very, like, yeah, very thirsty in the morning. I mean, I think they're thirsty all the time, but the chat in the morning is particularly, like, bizarre. Okay. I just need some iron. More iron will be nice. Yeah. But he is a very good streamer. And he's he's been consistently streaming for 10 years, which is just phenomenal to me. That's pretty amazing. I could not do what he did. I couldn't even do, like, HK's hours, too, I'll admit. Like, for me, I just I max out around 3 hours of streaming, and then I have to, like, get up and do things. Oh, what did booties do? Wait, why are we banning booties? Doing the overnights are rough. Yeah. Yeah, they for me, it's also, like, I just can't do, like, the full 8 hours. Like, full time. I think and the thing is, I once did an 8-hour stream. I did once an 8-hour stream, and that was because I was uh, playing a visual novel, very different from the sort of games I've streamed. But I was also fine trying to just kind of escape into Twitch because it was that same apartment that I mentioned. Not a good time. Ooh, I should probably head back. And I haven't slept in playing visual novel. His stream's a little too late for me. I might catch him maybe a couple of hours when he starts. Yeah, when I had more time, I would just kind of watch the VODs. Ooh. Oh, the Enderman's right there. Okay. When I change my sleep schedule, my old desk gets started at like 10 p.m., but I'm getting up at 5 a.m. Yeah, I go to bed at like 8, and I get up at 5. So I just I don't watch him when he starts anymore. I used to stay up and watch him most nights when my schedule allowed, but but I just got to go to bed early and catch an hour or so, a couple of hours in the morning. Yeah, before I got married, before any of that, like, I had a night owl schedule just because those were the hours that I worked, like, as a performing musician, and those were just kind of, oh, shoot. Alright. Whoa, shit, wow, that's weird. Enderman. It's been a while since it's just the glitching in. It's like, am I safe? I think I'm safe. Anyway, okay, so I can't really do much here. It's nice being EU-friendly time. I usually say hi and then just go do my things and never seen again. Aw. Yeah, it's just, before I got married and everything, I did have a schedule where I could, like, I would watch him and fall asleep to a stream until / woke me up. And that was usually, like, that would wake me up, and then it was like, okay, it's time to turn off stream. That was my, yeah, if you're a performing musician, you would be working late, I imagine. Yeah, that was back in the day. And these days, I don't have an active gig at the moment. I'm still practicing and stuff, but where I live, there's not really a whole lot going on. But the past couple of years, my performing gigs have mainly been with churches, both concert music that just happened to be hosted at churches, or just, like, as a church musician. So those didn't have, like, crazy late hours. Every now and then I'll have, like, an evening, like, Christmas Eve service, and those are always so fun. But right now I don't have any gigs, and my husband and I are both early birds, so we like to get up, hit the gym as early as possible, that kind of thing. And I'm in the Pacific time zone, so it's usually ended by the time I wake up. East Coast, Beast Coast. Yeah. Oh my god, booties. We almost moved. Like, we almost moved to, let's see, Wyoming. Like, was very close. Like, we were this close to moving. And then for a while, there were, like, 3 California positions that were open, and my husband was a finalist for those. 2 of them, I won't talk politics, but 2 of them got their budget stripped just because of certain things and working in university. I'm not going to get into that, but those jobs were pulled, and we're like, hey, we know we took you through, like, 3 rounds of interviews, but we don't actually have the money for this job, so we're not hiring. Are there no open stages around where you live? I'm in the country in the woods. I could probably go perform for the barred owls that scream in the middle of the night. I'm kidding. Doing church gigs sound fun. I agree. Montreal, I love church gigs. And this has nothing to do with, like, religion or no religion. It's just, the technical term is bel canto trained, which means I was trained to sing, like, opera. I was trained to sing classical voice. But the thing is, you could be trained for that, and not everyone's going to necessarily have a voice that's suitable for the opera stage, meaning those stages are huge and they're very large, and not everyone has, like, the voice for that kind of stage. And all of my voice teachers when I was studying were like, you have a voice for the concert hall, not the opera house, but a concert hall, so smaller, intimate settings, like recital spaces. and for churches. There's a lot of churches, so the churches that I often sing in, I did some Catholic, although every now and then with certain denominations, some of them will be like, you can only sing for us if you believe in our faith exactly as we believe it, meaning you have to be not only Catholic but baptized by a church that they recognize. But I've had some Catholic gigs that didn't care. I've had some. My main one, I did Presbyterian for a long time. I cantored for a Methodist church for a little bit, and then the majority of my church singing has been Anglican and Episcopalian, and they tend to be pretty open. They're just like, we need trained voices. We need professional, classically trained musicians who know their repertoire and who can sing. Damn, playing for birds. Oh my god, every time I practice the cello, because it's a new sound, the bird, like our phoebes and our wrens, come straight up to the house and start beeping up a storm because they're curious. They want to know what the sound is, but it cracks me up and distracts me while playing because they'll come right up to the windowsill, and the wrens will sing along, and then the phoebes will start chirping along. Let's see. Don't live near the coast, so I don't care. I don't care either, but I've always wanted to say that phrase. Yeah, I didn't actually figure you do. I'm 4 hours away from the ocean. I like it that way. Aw, that is actually awesome. Church music is wonderful. It really, really is, and it does take a certain comfort with singing light, like singing what's called the highlight singing, without having like a big giant like Wagnerian vibrato. Is a lot of people can't do that. And the interesting thing is that for me, I have the opposite, where like I have a vibrato, but like I don't have a big like Puccini or Verdi vibrato. I've done some Puccini, I've done some Verdi, like the what are called soubrette rolls, so like ingenue, like maiden rolls, and like cupids and stuff like that. So the one Verdi aria that I did was Ninetta's aria, which is like she's pretending to be Queen of the Fairies in Falstaff. So it needs a very, very high floaty sound. I bought one of those clear bird boxes. Oh my gosh. So the crows can come hang out so I can see inside. Yeah, I've been leaving unsalted almonds for the crows. So they come every morning at the same time and they start shrieking for nuts, and it's pretty great. But I am trying to be careful because since I do live out in the woods, I'm trying to remain cognizant of what kind of things I'm drawing to the house. That is so awesome. Say hi for the... Oh, yes. Oh, I can't... Oh, my gosh. One of these days, I do want to get one of those feeders that, like, you can attach a camera to. I think that would be a lot of fun. Alright, okay, I think I put all of these, so I'm going to put a torch to remind myself, hey, don't do anything here. Well, the Enderman is right there. Okay. The question is, can he... I think it's time... You know what? I'm out of space anyway, so I'm gonna just head back. Crows are so smart. They are. And they are amazing. Yeah, I agree. One of my coworkers has a feeder with a camera, and it names the birds. He's using the birds as his background. Oh my god, that is so... That's awesome. Yeah, that's my goal. Like... When we own a house, I'm gonna install those, like, smart cameras, like... Who knows, something that would be fun to do is, when it gets to that point, is having, like, a little birdie cam. Like, I've always wanted to do that. If I ever get pets, I don't think we're gonna ever have pets, but if I ever have pets, I will have pet cam. And I will have the pets with... I mean, odds are the pets are gonna be with me anyway, because but I would love to have birdie cam on stream. So like you'll have my video, and then somewhere on the stream you'll have like bird feeder. That would be really fun. And then honestly, I'd be willing to just stream, here's my bird feeder, and just leave it up. He introduces his birds to you, like, we get it to me. It's like, hi, this is Frank. Oh, wait, what kind of bird is Frank now? I just have to know. Bird feeders are also just insanely magical because when you have the ability to watch, every now and then it's okay, so there are these videos on YouTube that are like video for your cat, and I love watching them because the live feeders every now and then like are really really cool and insanely rare. Migrating bird will come down to the feeder. Sometimes the bird will have a little mate, or they'll just be alone, and it's like, whoa, it's like finding a shiny in the real world, and it's really awesome. And having a camera lets you see like exactly what sort of rare things you're seeing. I wouldn't be able to have a cat cam because my cat is too active. She's everywhere. Aww. Yeah, if my husband were not allergic to cats, I honestly think that we would have cats. But he is sadly very, very allergic. Which is a shame because I think he does like cats. But that's okay. For me, my ideal pets, birds above anything, like having parrots, would be really nice. Like, I'd love to have cockatiels. But I'd also, ooh, wow, so much. Look at that. Oh, how cool is this? Okay. Let's get more of that smelted. We'll put that there, and then here, we'll put this. When that's all done, yeah, if I didn't work from home, I would have a dog cat to check in on. Oh, I love your dogs, Booties. For those who don't know, Booties has the most adorable, I believe they're Pomeranians. They are the sweetest things ever, and those of us who are in HK's Discord are so lucky because we get to see pictures of them, and sometimes they'll have their tongues hanging out, or they're just little fluff nuggets in the best ways possible. I love Pomeranians. I really, really love Pomeranian. I would love to have a Pomeranian. But, my husband's family dogs, they're no longer with us. The last one passed away, actually just like less than a month ago, but, they were all Chihuahuas, and some were like Chi-Poms, like Chihuahua Pomeranian mixes. So those, that flavor of just small, fun dogs is very nostalgic for me in the best way possible. But yeah, Booties has very sweet, very lovely dogs. Okay, what are we doing here? Oh, I guess I may as well do this. Grab some of these. And then... Nice. I'll put these away and, put away some of this leaf litter for now. But dachshunds, I would love to have a dachshund. So I think they're just delightful. Oh, let's get the cobblestone. Oh, something that would be really cool to do is eventually just make all those like ground, like dug up roads. Wait, I want the 16 one. Yeah. All those roads that I dug up to make... Oh my god, I can talk. I really can talk. I just suck at multitasking. To do like cobblestone roads that lead out everywhere. And then light them up with torches and all that good stuff. Okay. I could really benefit from getting a little bit more coal, too. So just little things to think about. So much gravel. Granite. Gravel. And then... Oh, I have andesite. Eh. Okay, and then I'll put the iron away for now. Let me see. I'm trying to figure out... Okay, so I want more, Perfect. I want more copper torches. Not torches, pickaxes. Let's make like 3 more. And I really should make a shovel or 2, because I use them enough to make it worth... Okay. We're getting a little silly, but I don't care. Wow, getting there with our stacks of copper. Alright, I should sleep too. Oh, Dart, you redeemed Cool Bird. Okay, Dart, I'm so sorry. I just looked down. I just saw that. So, Cool Bird, let's get a Cool Bird up. Okay. I don't know why my, No worries. Aw. Well, let's... Audubon... Oh, let me show you. Actually, one of the birds, this is a dream for my own personal birding. I one day want to see this bird. This is called the painted bunting. This bird, someday I would love to see this little guy. I really, really would. Let's see. Time for some great tits. That's a fun bird. But here we go. Let's go ahead and paste this here. This is a dream bird. It's such a fun... Oh, yay! It posted to... So, hi, YouTube. I posted a bird in the chat, so you could see it, too. On Twitch, I have a cool redemption... I don't know why I'm explaining this. But anyway. This is Dart's special cool bird. That is also... It's such a beautiful bird. And one day I hope to see one, like, in the wild. The first time I saw a picture, I did not actually think, yay, cool bird. Yes, very cool bird. The first time I saw that bird, I did not think that was a real bird. There was just like, there's no way that's real. And then the more I learned, the more I was like, this is amazing. And all buntings are really cool, but this particular one, the male painted bunting, the female is also really pretty too. Like the female is like a bright, like a sour apple green. So the female birds are really pretty too, but the male painted bunting, like that's something else. That is one fantastic bird. That's my personal shiny, and as we enter the spring here, I don't think they quite migrate in this area, but I will be keeping an eye out. But that'll be one of my personal birding bucket lists, is to find a painted bunting. They're just lovely, lovely little things. But yeah, there's the cool bird. There's so many cool birds that sometimes I'm just like, what do I pick? I want to share all the birds. Yeah, I'm in a situation because I really, really want to start mining for diamonds as soon as possible. And the nice thing is we've got that lava pool. So what's good about the lava pool is that we'll be able to make a portal to the Nether pretty easily. But like last time, I'm not going to do that until we are, yeah, there's plenty of lava to make a good portal. And I'll probably put the portal right out here. But, I will admit, I don't want to hit the Nether until I've got all diamond armor. But we'll keep at it. You never know, right? Wait, did I? Okay, I removed everything. This mine feels a little more complicated. It's got lots of turns as I'm dodging. I don't want to be dodging this cavern, but I also just don't want to die prematurely. Okay, so. Yay, I'm so glad you like the bird. 12, okay. Oh, the music has started again. The Enderman, I believe, has despawned at this point, but who knows? so beautiful out there. It really is kind of a shame to be, dodging all this stuff, but, you know, we're playing hardcore, so we gotta be smart. I love that I have this much clay. Like, I do need to look up, like, what on earth to do with it. Wait. It's so pretty. Alright, note to self. Keep checking, keep checking. If moving forward, for anyone who is here, just let me know if I do miss a redemption. I'm still kind of getting used to the setup and everything. I definitely, I mean, it is what it is, but the restream chat does not show me as much as I wish it would. So, if I ever love the painted bunting, yeah, me too. Me too. They are just delightful. They're so beautiful. But yeah, if I ever miss a redemption, please feel free to be like, hey, I didn't redeem. I think most people are pretty good at being like, hey, streamer, don't ignore me. But I promise it's never intended. It's more just streamer missing stuff. Okay, so we're close. Okay, we're pretty close to... Alright, I'll get a good torch, like, right there. Yeah. And as always, like, really and truly, thank you all for being here. It really, like, streaming is such a good time. Drawing birds has always been my go-to. I actually learned how to draw birds first as a kid. Aww! I don't know what I first drew as a kid. I drew a lot. It may have been birds too. I just don't remember. Oh, and fruit. I had a phase where, like, when I was really little, I would draw fruit. Which, oh, it's so pretty. But let's, hide away in safety. Did anybody hear talking? I hear talking. No one's in the house. Maybe it's just in my head. Maybe that's, whenever I get around to doing a Krita. Let's try Krita. Maybe birds are the, Ooh. Okay, so there is, let's grab this. And then quickly just jump back into safety. Alright. Just gotta play this smoothly and safely so I'm not leaving any vulnerabilities open. Like last time, maybe eventually we create a little door so we can do some open exploration that is closed away. So what kind of challenge is this now? Just hardcore challenge again? Lex, welcome in. Good morning. I hope you're doing well. It's hardcore challenge, but the aim is to get to the Nether before 100 days. So keep surviving, but get back to the Nether, and it just kind of a pick up where I left off thing. Because our last run, like, I wanted to up the stakes, so to speak. So I just want to keep at that. That should be in the title. Okay. Yeah, I admittedly was not really thinking of titles. But yes, we'll figure out a cool, fun name. Ah, why? Okay. No, dang it. Why will it not? Oh. Okay, there we go. Think about shadow growth more! You've got it. No, it should be in the title, to be fair. It should be. Hi, Lex. Yeah, welcome in. Okay. Kyle. Oh my god. Okay, what are we doing? Wow, there's so much iron out here. Okay, let's actually just temporarily put a torch down. Like right there so I could see a bit better. And then I want to get this. Wow, yeah. Jeez, there's so much of it. I don't know how I feel about being out in the open. Sup, nerds? Oh my god, Derpy's here. Hi, Derpy. Look, I'm mining out in the open. I finally have a... Hang on, let me just grab all this real quick, and then we get back into safety. Oh boy. Alright, now we gotta head back. Is that an Enderman? There is an Enderman hanging out who's been kind of around. Okay. Wow. Sup, other nerd? TWSS twists? TWSS. Peeps on YouTube don't have to scatter because I think I'm not mod here. No, you're not mod. We don't have YouTube mods yet. Although, don't tell YouTube. I'm just kidding. I actually don't have a... Wait. Now I'm curious. Oh, let me actually pause the game. Report user, block report, put timeout on YouTube, add to blocks list on restream. Wow, okay. So I have some mod abilities. Okay. Oh dear god. No YouTube cheese wizard. No. Okay. You can mod her over there if you want. Oh, I think I'm good for now. Let's see. Ooh, you know what would be kind of aesthetic? That. Like, making this so it's, let me just, I hope I don't, there we go. So having this just kind of be, yeah, that looks, that's purely aesthetic, but, okay. Alright, this is useful. Wait, why am I down by one? Okay, perfect. You can mod me over there if you want, Nutters. I don't ever watch live content on YouTube. I'm learning bird drawing in particular too. That's awesome. That sounds fun. Wow, look at that green stuff. Can I DM you? Don't worry, I'm not a bot. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's awesome. Feel free to share any bird art in the Discord. Eventually I need to share art. I just haven't been doing a lot of art things. And I really should, because now I have this wonderful tablet that I'm still figuring out. Okay. All my bird emotes were drawn by Derpy, speaking of. All of the current emotes. Go for it. That green on Discord, on Twitch, I use a third-party UP7TV and I don't get DMs. Switching between them is a hassle. To the Cheese Wizard bird emotes. Aw, yes. So a part of me does want to start branching out at some point, but I'm gonna wait a little because there's so much open cave everywhere. But, wow. Oh, look at how much iron we got! Didn't even notice it was that much. I just Plinket Crystal's Discord so you could DM me. Aw. Yeah, I'm here for any plinks. Maybe I should do like a daily plink a day or something. Maybe I should do that in the Discord. Sent you a request. Woo! Oh, we really need to have a... I really need to have access to enchantment with all this lapis. I can't remember, this may be the first lapis that we're... No, it's not, because they didn't show the new recipes thing. But every time I get lapis, I'm just like, I don't have a way of enchanting things. Ooh, eerie noises have started. And that makes me wonder if we're near yet another abandoned mineshaft thing. Let's actually just finish mining the, you know, grab some of that. Oh boy! Okay, be right back, chat. I'll be right back. Derpy, I don't know if you're still here, but I just looked down at my phone and saw the message you sent about the mushrooms growing on the ground where the ducks are, and oh, that's why I'm laughing. And oh my god, wow, that's amazing. I'll be right back. Continue laughing about that. Oh, that's hilarious. Rokukaberry, hi! Wow. Oh, there's messages. Let me, Where? Oh, lots of wheres. Oh my gosh, Rokukaberry, hello. How are you? I saw your message about your, name. About your name meaning, pot friend. And, yeah, did you all see that? Yeah, pot friend is gone on Twitch. Yeah, Booties is here too. Yay. Yes. Yeah, we've got the J Club is here. Fido is or was here as well. Yeah, wow, Pot Friend is just gone. That really sucks. It's so bizarre too because it's like it was being used. I'm guessing it's like a rights. I mean, the only thing I can guess is Booties just subscribe. Oh my god. Oh, thank you, Booties. Yay. Oh my god.
Yes, just subscribed.
Thank you. Oh, I am honored. That's so sweet of you. Much appreciated. I think you might be my, I think you're gonna have a founder badge. I can't remember if all my founder badges got used up back in the day. Lots of emotes have been removed. Yeah, they did. Yes, they did. Oh, yeah, aw, yay. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. So I know when I streamed back in like 2022, I had... Oh, I had one day where someone like gifted 15 subscribers, so that probably filled them all out. I could kind of go through the founders and see if they were like, if I know who the founders who like have stuck around, but we can. I know. I think Booties, you might be my current like third or fourth subscriber right now, cause we're tiny. Yay for tiny. But you could always boot the old founder. Oh yeah, I won't boot like. So my first subscriber was Anna, Aura's mod Anna. She subscribed to me first. And we've got a couple of regulars, like I think Section Rat is also a founder. Dart, I think, is also a founder. I can't remember. I think Dart also like had an active subscription during that foundation period. But I'll see. Like I had one day where someone really generously gifted 15 subs. Used to be, yeah. But I'll see if there's like like you know how sometimes when you do the gift subs and it's just random, it kind of goes out to. Sometimes it goes out to people who aren't even following the channel. So I'll just kind of I'll vet that list and see. I have to figure out how to do that. Thank you again. It's the little things. I'm just vibing. It's streaming is when you're here to have fun. Like it's a blast. And I don't know. It's like a shut-ins. I'm a shut-in. I don't know how to explain what I'm trying to explain, but it's a good time. And I've been enjoying... Oh. Yay, look at that. Cool. Oh.
Zero Mind I Fido has given the sub to Dart_Souls.
Oh, Fido, that's so sweet of you. Okay. That is so sweet. Thank you so much. Now you're a subscriber. Now you might have a founder badge again. Thanks. You won't see it though. It's been a while. Oh, okay. Yeah, I admit, God, I feel bad saying I don't always know the like specific mechanics of how any of this stuff works or how founder badges are currently allocated. And then stuff has changed like so much too that, you know, what used to be kind of the case, oh, it's a creeping, oh, that's awesome. Okay, so let's do this. Alright, cool. You're all oh yeah, thank you for the gift sub. Welcome back to being a subscriber. I don't have like a cool gimmicky message, but welcome back. Seriously, it's a blast. It's great to. What am I doing? I'm getting very confused. Is what I'm doing. Wow, look. I was around when Anna raided around sub here. I think it was along with Rat. Oh, yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, back in the early, like, affiliate days. I remember getting affiliate pretty quickly, but I had the, so when the first stream I ever did was, I think it was, like, Peasant's Quest. It was just a nonsense stream. It was kind of a joke stream, and then I streamed a little bit more. I was streaming, Crash Bandicoot 2. I streamed the entire game purely for fun. I wasn't like seeking affiliate or partner. I don't remember. I think back in the day, I think affiliate might be I don't remember when affiliate even became a thing, but I wasn't trying to get affiliate or anything. I still can't get that last requirement. What requirement, Gas, if you don't mind my asking? I can't, it's been so long. But yeah, I just kind of fooled around, but I was active, like I would do co-commentary on other like big streamers, so I was on co-commentary there. So I kind of was in the lucky position where I had 200 followers before I even really started to stream like regularly. And then when I started in 2022, some of the people who followed way back then actually they'll come by and say hello, or they'll lurk, or they'll do all this stuff. Wow, look at all this iron. We're rich. But I don't. Thankfully, I didn't really. I didn't feel like I had to struggle too much. And the joy thing that I feel really glad about is that, like, people come and hang out and then they stick around, and that's wholesome. It's hard to explain why that's a special thing, but because it's hard. And then when you're on the internet, you get all sorts of people, and it's very easy to. It's hard to find an audience and audience retention and all that good stuff, but I'm just grateful. And then these days, like after the pandemic, with everybody being online, it's even harder to like find your audience, I think, because people who weren't online before became like turned into the what's the word, are now online because of the pandemic, and are have stayed online, for lack of a better way to put it. But I remember those who engaged in online spaces and stuff were kind of mocked as like, oh, why don't you make IRL friends or blah blah blah. But the reality is now that's not, like, we're not a minority anymore. It's a lot of people will have their online spaces and circles. But Gas, that being said, I do wish you all the best with your streaming endeavors, and hope that you'll be able to get it. Your early morning streams are perfect for when I'm just writing code at work, and yay! Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I have a lot of my crowd are like Europeans, people who live in much later time zones, and then like people who are at work who are able to like have a stream on. And I don't know, there's something kind of wholesome about that too. My this is the time of day. I picked this time of day because I'm most alert in the mornings. Before I came back into streaming, like back in October, this was my like reading time, where I just have like my stack of books that I'm reading, and I'd read, and I'd have my tea, and but I'm finding other time to read. But I will shamelessly admit, like, I also just have my Kindle and one of the books I'm reading as well, so I haven't. They're still next to me. They're still like acting as a security blanket. And I got a little bit of reading done before stream while I was like drinking my tea. So much dirt. So much dirt. How are we doing on inventory? Wow, so much. Okay, this is great. This is really great. What book was that? Oh, Derpy, this book was Direbound. I've been reading Direbound. I think you would like it. But there is one thing that I have a problem with. Not a problem, it's just one thing that like rubbed me the wrong way. And that is, without spoilers, there's like a spicy scene within 50 pages. Yeah, the book cover is glorious. It's like phenomenal because it's about dire wolves. And okay, I'm not a prude. Like I don't care about like spice. I don't care about like smut being in books. But when it's that early, that's like okay, we don't need this right now. And for me, it's like the plot is really dang good and really intriguing, and there's all this like stuff happening, and there are these like shadow beings that come in the middle of the night and kidnap like the villagers' children, and that's more interesting to me than the main character gets it on with some boring non-Chad who isn't even a Chad. Like I don't know, that's just me. But and then that early into a book is just it I almost stopped reading it. But what kept me going is that it is actually really good. So I'm just kind of like, okay, I'm just gonna let this slide because so far the book's been pretty dang compelling. Fan of 50 Shades. I like my books being nothing but smut. Hey, I don't judge. I promise I do not judge. It's not for me. And I mean, I say that, and like a lot of the books that I do enjoy and have read do have like notable spice scenes in them. It's just They usually happen very late in the game, where it's like, the characters have actually taken the time, I don't know, to get to know each other. I'm too innocent to know what smut means. That's okay. It's weird. Oh, Derpy, were you present when, I looked down at my phone because I went to take a very brief, like, bio break. And I looked down at my phone and I saw a message you sent that, like, made me burst into laughter so hard. It was about the mushrooms and the ducks. And I still can't stop laughing. I am too smutty to know what innocent means too, even. My favorite... God, I was about to say my favorite smut, but don't take this out of context. What cracks me up is in... I read a lot of high fantasy and epic fantasy and fantasy romance. But my favorite is when, like, the smut is written so stupidly over the top it just kind of becomes hilarious. Because the author's like, oh, we should have this romantic moment be where, like, one or both of the characters literally come into their power, pun absolutely intended, and then it's just like, and then they fly off somewhere, and then wind comes out of their rectal nether region. I'm too means to smutty what nonsense. Crystal's favorites. Take this out of context. But it's just like, there was a book I read where there are a couple of different, and the thing is, it's more than one, where there were scenes where the person could wield, like, electricity. There's more than one book that does this, where it's like there's a romantic moment where, like, lightning suddenly flares in all directions, and then all the characters know that this thing happened, and I'm just like, this is ridiculous. And then I'm just like, I'm a bald man TTS watching Degenerate, so that part of my brain just activates, and I just can't stop laughing. Like, I think the authors meant that as a sort of way of enticing readers, especially, like, female readers, but for me, I'm just like, ha ha ha, I just want to read what some of this summarized looks like in, like, I don't know, the witch voice or the pirate AI voice, or, that's just where my brain goes. I just can't take it seriously. I know what you're referring to. You know one of the things I'm referring to, but there's more than one. Thanks, I'll write that in my novel, yeah. Oh my god. Oh, it's too dang funny. Anyway. I know a lot of people who absolutely will not. If a book has, like, sex scenes or that kind of thing, they won't read it. I'm not one of those people, because, I don't want to miss out on good stories just simply because they are quote-unquote explicit. But at the same time, when it's like, I will stop reading a book when it's clear it's like, there's no plot. Or when, I don't know how to describe it. Like, I don't have a problem with it personally. I don't really, it's whatever. But where it's like, if there is not a plot that justifies or enables me to tolerate, I don't know. When the book reads like Orator TT. It's just, I don't know. I think the internet is just a very special and magical place sometimes. But I can't take that kind of thing seriously. The thing is, I know that kind of thing is exciting for some people, but for me, it's just like, it's just not, it's just funny. I stop reading if I can't get into the characters or if the characters do something really stupid. Yeah, I stop reading if I feel, okay, so I have a master's in creative writing, and my standards and my openness for books that may not be as strongly written as, like, I don't know, I've gotten better about it. But if a book is so dreadfully written, like mechanics or, I have to be I'm trying to be, like, gentle with the way I'm wording it. Like, I will shut down. Like, if the writing itself takes me out of the story, I can't continue. I just can't. For Readiversity, we had to read this book for a class, and it was just smut after smut. Like, damn, this professor's wild. Ooh, what book was that? That's my book. I literally have the copyright. Now I'm curious curious to know what you read for research purpose. I'm kidding, but it's just, yeah, that's, my university, my literature reads, I mean, they were, depending on they were usually not very explicit, unless it was one of those old, like, look at the Victorian depiction of the grotesque and the romanticization of the macabre and that kind of, like, very intellectual. I stopped reading if the books just go all over the place with no plot. The world building's not that well thought through. I need 3 unique viewers in 3 separate days or something. Oh, I see, Gas. I see. Yeah, no, it's brutal. And, getting an audience, getting visibility on Twitch is brutal. It really, really is. Yeah, I hear you there. Now I want to read smut just to TTS it on Uter's Saturday stream with the Adam Oh my gosh, this is the kind of stuff that makes, like, I watch the VOD. Like, I will actually go out of my way to at least watch the Saturday VODs for the TTS, and it never fails to disappoint. God, it never fails to disappoint. The old divorced widows in my neighborhood have a smut book club, and they all read it discuss the smut. Oh my god, you should join that, booties. You should join that. I've tried writing stories like that. It's an enjoyable process, at least. Aw, that's wholesome. This is so Thursday Murder Club size, but smut. The book is We Lost Our Heads by Heath O'Neill. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that. Heather O'Neill. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. When I was a creative writing, when I did my creative writing masters and even my creative writing like minor in undergrad, it was all literary fiction. Like, I didn't have those classes. And the thing is, during my masters, they prepared fiction writers for writing what's like contemporary pop lit, so like genre fiction. But all the literature we read was all like very literary. The only exceptions to screenwriting, like you had your like art films that we studied, but then like I also did like a study of like Toy Story with the screenplay and an analysis and breakdown of the writing and the mechanics. I did Saw. I'm trying to think, so many screenplays. And then like we did Hurt Locker, American Beauty. American Beauty is weird. But like stuff that's kind of straddles the cusp between popular film and then art film. Interesting, when we did Saw, the first one, we studied that as an art film, an experimental art film. Go there with your fantasy. You should go there with your fancy K. Oh my god, yes. It was for a Quebec literature class. So it was a local writer. Oh, wow. My house is right next to the clubhouse. My balcony overlooks the pool, so sometimes I work outside to listen in. That sounds like a wild time. Oh my god, I hope they let you in, booties. I think that would be a blast. You get the hot tea. I need the tea! First Saw movie was good. Yeah, Montreal, I agree, it was good. It's hard to watch, but if you watch with a clinician's eye, like watch it like a professor, for lack of a better way to put it, it's very well done. The premise is absolutely fascinating. And then even, so going away from the writing and going to the cinematography, like the special effects, there's no CGI. It's all props. Those props were all made, like handmade, custom made for them, and so it's obviously like very gory and grotesque, but the making of the props and how to make it as real as possible, like it's pretty fascinating. By the way, since you were talking about screenwriting, are there any good resources around that I can lend to? Yes, look up Big Break. Oh, you know, and if you want to DM me, Dart, I follow, back from my master's degree, I followed a bunch of, I follow, the UCLA, the Screenwriters Workshop, so I get their newsletters. Big Break, Final Draft is a screenplay. It's expensive. It's screenplay software. I get their newsletter that has a bunch of articles on screenwriting, so both on the market as well as techniques of writing. Prop artists are awesome. Yes, they are. For a while, I watched a Twitch streamer who was a prop artist, and he actually does stuff for film as well, and he does his own things. But yeah, and I have a lot of books, resources. The Robert McKee, I think it's called The Story. Oh my god, where is it? Yes, it is. Right there. Perfect. Let me go grab it. I actually used this for my, when I was a master's student. So I use it's a Robert McKee. Robert McKee is a huge name in the industry, but this is a phenomenal. And honestly, it's good not just for screenwriting, but like fiction writers can make note of it. Fire, thank you for the raid. Oh my gosh, welcome back in Raiders, and welcome back, Fire. How was your stream today? Did you get more shinies? Please do share. Let me go put this book back. But yeah, there's tons of really great stuff for screenwriting out there. What random conversation have we have our raiders stepped into? Okay. It's a fire raid. Let's greet our raiders. We have Fire, Dart. Got one shiny today, but it wasn't anything I needed. Oh, what shiny? I always just like finding shinies. I know you're doing the 100%. Convict Ham, welcome in. Aw, Staravia. Wow. Oh, that's so cool. So Fire, ooh, let's do a shout out. Hang on. Let me be a grandpa. Let me be a grandpa boomer. It's like, let's raid Darkfire. Let's shout out Darkfire Fox. Here we go. Wow, I did actually almost raid you. So for those who don't know Fire, I think we all know Fire, but for those who don't know, Fire's an awesome, great member of the community, really awesome streamer. It's thanks to Fire that 7TV and Frankerface and all that stuff are working on this channel. I did make progress on the Pokédex entry for Sylveon, Vaporeon, and Jolteon, so I can get them a little bit easier. Higher shiny to yay! Awesome. That is so awesome. What was I? Oh, yeah. Fire's doing you're doing like completing the Pokédex, but with all shinies in. I want to say it's Arceus right now, which is really cool. Meanwhile, I'm just derping around in my 100 challenge, making endless hallways, trying to get iron. How much iron do I have? 35 chunks of iron. Full shiny living decks minus the legendaries, mythicals, as I can't get them. That makes sense. That's still pretty dang amazing. Yeah, Arceus, of the newer Pokemon games, Arceus was probably my favorite. I like the remakes for Diamond and Pearl. Thanks for the recommendation. I heard about McKee and I had it around, but I never opened it. Shame on me for... Oh, no, there's no shame, Dart. There's no shame. But yeah, Robert McKee is wonderful, and is not just an instructor, but also a brilliant screenwriter as well. So all that source material is very much from experience, which is a brilliant thing, in my opinion. 207 out of 224 possible. Wow. I will bug you around whenever I have a good draft. Yeah, please do. I've been focused on like creative writing, like novel writing, but I'm not gonna lie, like I do miss the screenwriting. So technically my master's thesis was a screenplay, not a novel. And there was a part of me, so on the subject of smut, I have no problem with it, but when I was when I was a master's student, I didn't want to write smut. I didn't really want to even write romance. And I remember one of my fiction short story projects, a professor docked down she took off 10 points, so she gave me an A- instead of an A, which is, fine, I'm not going to fuss. But her little comment is, I sensed sexual tension between these two characters, and you didn't act on it. And I'm like... In my head, all I could think is, well, yeah, I didn't act on it because there is no sexual tension. Like, I did not intend sexual tension. And in retrospect, it's a good... Oh, snap. Okay. We're not doing that. On the one hand, it's good to know when people read tension that isn't intended to be there. But, like... I think she only read it there because it was because the thing is, I'm big on, I like writing about wholesome friendships, including friendships between male and female characters who don't develop attraction. They are just wholesomely friends. And I think she was just pissed. Hope the Minecraft's going well. It is! The professor tried jorking it. Yeah. And I was really mad. So I'm like, you don't take points off for that. Like, please take points off if there's something inconsistent. Like, I've gotten really good feedback when I had to write, like, a cautionary fairy tale in my undergrad. I remember getting a B+, and I remember being really sad, like, oh no, what did I do? And the author was like, this is very good, but your ending, you did not address some things that you brought up, so it was a craft base. She's like, this is a very strong story, but it could be stronger if this thing that you brought up at the very beginning, tie that, it remained a loose end in your draft. So she gave me like a technical thing to work on. But like being like, your characters didn't bang, like I got a little mad at that, and I'm still slightly like peeved at that to this date. And so that to me, when I was in the masters, I wanted to go into fiction writing. But when I saw that, I was like, this woman's gonna be my advisor, and she's gonna make me write sexual tension where there is none. And I wanted to write like thriller and fantasy, and like, you know, I wanted to write my own like epic fantasies and stuff like that. So I after that feedback, I actually, at the time I was taking like a film and cinematography course, and the professor there was so awesome. And every time I wrote like, you know, I wrote a 15-minute short, a 5-minute short, a 15-minute short, and then a 20-30-minute pilot like episode for a show. And his feedback was exactly the opposite. He was so encouraging. I remember writing about a police officer that's like chasing a chicken around for like 5 minutes. And he was so encouraging and so wholesome and gave me great strategies for like little things. But he was so, you know, he didn't critique like my premise, if that makes sense. Ooh, let's get an emote up. So I ended up changing my degree to screenwriting. Oh, that's so cute. God, that's adorable. All right, we have a new emote. My understanding is that shorts are bad when there's sexual tension. Yeah, so but I'm glad that I did it, because the thing is, like, my undergrad, I learned a lot about the creative process, like creative writing, like fiction. And then my master's gave me all this really cool stuff about screenwriting that I hadn't learned. Mod check emote. So I don't regret that, but I really, and the thing is, you don't need a degree in writing to be a good writer. You need to just write, and you need to read. So I saw that as well, I don't know as much about screenwriting as I do about fiction writing, so let's just get a master's in screenwriting, and I'm grateful for it. Jesus. God, it's so cool, but wow. Let's do this. Make sure that we're actually safe. Okay. Yeah, my art mentor doesn't critique the subjective premise. He just critiques the objective things we were going for. The assignments like anatomy, compositions. That's smart. Yeah, for critiquing technique, I am a very big believer in. But critiquing, like, I don't know. Like, the thing is, I would have accepted it if she had said, hey, you're creating tension here, but you didn't finish that. Is that, or like pointing it out that way, but saying like, I really was expecting more tension that didn't happen. That, the way that she phrased it was not I don't know. I just remember being really peeved by that. Because, like, I don't know where, I don't know. Yeah, I agree with you, you see it. But in art school, they would critique people's premises, kind of like, yeah, that's their thing, not what they need their feedback on. Yeah, and my thing, too, the other reason why I didn't want to do my whole master's in creative fiction is, so for screenwriting, and the screenwriting program I was in actually prepped me for, like, game writing, so not just screenplay like film, but also, like, writing a screenplay for a video game. Like, writing a story, getting, and being a part of that, and so that was awesome. But when you get a degree in fiction, more often than not, in academia, they want you to write literary fiction. And I love reading literary fiction, but I don't know that I want to write it. It doesn't sell well. It usually doesn't. It's usually extremely snooty. And, that was interesting. And then, often, God, I'm going to sound awful saying this. Oh, I'm out of room again. Okay. You are lucky. Mine just literally went in and drew on my art piece saying, oh, this will look better if you draw on the moon. That woman cost me a good grade. Oh, that's annoying. Art school and academia, save for a few great press, is foolish. Yeah, so for me, it's just one of those, them wanting, a certain kind of writing and then looking down on other kinds. For me, I'm not here for that vibe. Because the reality is, if you're going to be writing to make money, you're going to be writing genre fiction, meaning pop lit, popular literature, like stuff that people are going to find in their commercial bookstores or their independent bookstores, pick it up and read it and want to read it and enjoy and have a good time, not like a lot of contemporary literary fiction, if I may say, is just glorified trauma dumping. It just, oh my god, it's so it's so. I have a master's. I taught English at a university level. Your assigned reading is trauma dumping. Anyway, I'm partially kidding, but it really is, like, for me, if I'm gonna pick up a book, I do read literary fiction, and mostly to stay relevant and all that, whatever. But the books that I vibe with, they're fun. They're just fun. They're a wild ride. They're fun. I don't know. There's a time and a place for literary fiction. I just don't feel like being subjected, I guess. All these professors want smut. Yeah, that too. That too. Alright, let's, wow. I've just completely given up on keeping track of the daytime, nighttime cycle. Alright, now. Jeez. I may eventually have to move the clay elsewhere, but I'll leave that here. Moss carpet. Does this mean what I think it means? Oh. Oh. Oh my god. Okay, that's so beyond cute. Not that kind of moon. They have, they do add a classic art with a gesture. Drawing my professor one time said, make the curves better, me. I drew the same proportion. I'm seeing him more. Oh, geez. Yeah, that's beyond frustrating. Alright, let's grab these and these. Oh, let's, do that. Smelt that. Then smelt this. And then while we're at it, may as well smelt this. Look at all that. How glorious. It's hard dealing with it sometimes. Gesture drawing, definitely the hardest part of drawing. Wow, why am I having deja vu? Like, this conversation has happened before. Why am I feeling that way? It's like, I feel like I've read these messages before. Anyway, everything's normal. Oh, there's a zombie out there. Wow, there's a lot of stuff out there. Just hanging out. Having a good time. Oh, something I guess I could do is just put away these copper. So I'm not using them while I'm still mining. I'm not really using them. that's awesome. It makes everything else easier. Oh, I made it a goal this year to get better at that while dealing with other stuff. Yeah, something I've learned, it's somewhat like, being a classically trained musician, having, for better or worse, a thick skin and having good discernment about, critiques is so important. So important and so valuable. And so, that's something for me that I've just kind of learned to... I need one more copper, or one more gold ingot for it to get that nice gold helmet in. But I can relate. I hear you all. I really do. Ow. Okay. I'm so tired, everybody. Like, oh my god, I am so exhausted today. Alright, let's get my axe. My axe is gonna break. But get that out and just get back to the mines. Okay. Ooh, let's see. Oh, I've got messages. Let me, get back to here. That's awesome. Makes everything else easier. Yes, if you listen to the wrong people or just everyone's opinion, it could shag you up. Yeah. But if you ignore the right people, miss out on crucial stuff. Information discernment's underrated, important in the arts. Yes, it is. And that even, like, sometimes, yeah, it's a good thing. Will you do anything more gothic themed in Minecraft? You know, maybe. I can't wait till I'm entering into Deep Slate territory, because I do like that stone. So, like, Deep Slate and Darkwood would be such a lovely combination. And I'm trying to get back to the Nether. It's 24 days survived, so today we'll hopefully get to 25, as long as I don't do anything dumb. But, yeah, I'd love to do that again. And the Gothic is fun. But yeah, drawing Montreal, it's very important. And the thing is, like, having a thick skin and graciously accepting, solicited feedback is important. It's easier said than done. It's like sometimes someone will say something that hurts, like that really hurts. Sometimes some people will say things that are just they the way they word it, like they suck at communication. Like, I will never forget going in for a big opera audition and then being told, your voice is tremulous and you sounded like you were in pain, and that hurt. That was mean. But there was that was this person's extremely blunt way of addressing. I sounded like I was in pain because I just had, like, kidney surgery, so I was in pain. It hurt to breathe for, like, months after that surgery. And then the tremulousness, part of it was just a little bit of weakness, but then the tremulousness, to me, addressed, well, let me just work on breathing for a little bit, and let's just see where that goes. So as much as it sucked to receive that, and I had to learn to give myself, you have to also give yourself the space to feel the feelings you feel, but the feedback also helped me improve a lot. Like, a lot. So, it sucked, and I still think it could have been worded nicer, but I accepted it and used it, and to this day, like, I still use the suggestions. That's crazy blunt. Yeah, no, it's me. The woman who decided that is just not a good woman. But a lot of, like, professors of opera just are vicious. They like only their chosen ones, and then if you're an outsider to that, oh my god. You will meet wrath like no other. And then equally, like, you know, you post something on the internet and some jackass in the comments is like, you know, says whatever, and then that's just you know, roll it over your shoulders. That, delete the comment if you want, or leave it for the lulz. Oh, if you read this, you have half. Section Rat, hello. Welcome in, how are you? Here's the rat. Yes, our favorite section rat. You came up very fondly many times during the course of the stream. I was mining clay with granite. And so everyone was like, can you imagine, like, digging up clay using, like, dirt and granite and all kinds of nonsense? Huh? Welcome in! Oh, the music is all, like, wholesome. Oh, I should make some torches. Okay. I really need to find a way to get more coal. Real geologists eat sand and lick rocks. I've heard that actually from a number of... When the Minecraft music kicks in vibe. Yeah, I love it so much. I did both many times. Oh. I've had a lot of, like, geologist friends who have eaten rocks. Or, like, licked rocks, I mean. I had an interview once for an engineer position, and the person interviewing told me 5 minutes in, maybe you should reconsider careers with your skills. Joke's on him, I got a job at Amazon a week later. Good for you, booties. Yeah, people just kind of suck. Or they say things that are very... So I taught music for a long time, and between you and me, everybody, there are some children who just don't have the aptitude for music. But I would never say it that way, because the thing is, you really never know. Like, it could just be that, you know, little Timmy needs to go ride his bicycle and play video games, and then may come back to music later in his life when he's, the brain cells have developed a little bit. But, another teacher in my position, including, like professors I know and worked with, will just say, your child is tone deaf and musically illiterate and would be better off, I don't know, studying physics or like something like that. But I've never done that because, like, you really never know. Like, there are some times when a kid shows there's no brain cells, and you're teaching them, and it's just it's like you're teaching a brick wall, and then the kid hits puberty, and suddenly it's like, wait, when did you learn Mozart? Like, how did you learn Mozart? What the hell? Like, I've had that experience too. So I never make predictions because you just don't know. One time my mentor told me early in our relationship, you need to start actually applying what I'm teaching you. One time my mentor told me early in our relationship, Lamal Balf. But what I will do is I will make, give feedback to the student and for kids, student and parent, and just say, at this present time, this is what I'm observing, and then offer whatever suggestions I can. So if it's like 90% of the time with with children, it's just practice. They just aren't spending enough time. But every now and then, like, I will get, you know, a kid who really, like, the musical aptitude is not present. But yeah, kids are like sponges and so adoptable. Teachers writing off young kids. Yeah, it is kind of silly. Like, I had to learn, your little ones are absorbing everything, even if they're not showing. And it was always, like, kind of wholesome, like, because I worked with, when I taught, like, you'd work with the same students for years, and it's like the first year you have them, and they're just, like, you know, fooling around, and it's like there's nothing going on in the brain. And then the next year, they're picking things up, and it's like, oh, you remembered, and now you're applying it, and now you're, like, good at piano. And it's very bizarre, but it's, like, kind of fun to watch. Some people are wilding into their 30s before clicking into something and being successful. Yeah. Yep. That is very true. I had a beginner violin student at 77, and that student was a joy to teach. Absolutely a joy. Now with adults are so hard on themselves. So this poor student knows what good violin playing is like and doesn't hear it in her playing. And it was kind of heartbreaking to see her beat herself up, and I'm just like, you just started, and frankly, for 1 month of violin playing, you sound amazing for only 1 month. And then, of course, for that age, the more heartbreaking thing is, you know, she had a couple of really severe medical events that rendered her unable to resume lessons. But my God, what a joy that was to teach. But I had to, like, just mentally encourage her and just remind her that she's doing really well, given her circumstances, because the adults will beat themselves up so much. Whereas the kids, Like, you give little Timmy a violin, and he will screech and scratch and be so proud of himself. There's no brain in the best way possible. It's hilarious. A lot of adults also don't realize they're so afraid of failure that it holds them back hard. Yep. Oh my god, that's relatable. I'm so musical talented, I can only play the radio. Aww. Back when I got into classical music, my actual teacher asked to play something, not bragging, but I used to be able to play basic Mozart or whatever. The teacher literally said you shouldn't be able to play these kinds of pieces at such a young age, so that's what kind of made me less and less practice piano. That's a shitty thing for a teacher to do. Like, speaking as a music instructor, my kids who were like, come in to lessons already knowing how to play music are the kids that I'm like, oh my god, yes please, where have you been? Little Timmy is literally sitting on the piano and farting. True story. I've had multiple little Timmys do that. But a kid coming to me actually being able to play not just music, but classical music. Like, I had a piano student who came in and was like, I taught myself how to play Katy Perry, and she played it by ear, and I was impressed with that. But someone coming up to me and saying, I can play Mozart, those are your gemstones. Like, literally. My piano teacher told me that I have to respect her teachings. I had no interest in playing classical music. Yeah, I'm so sorry, Rakukaveri. That is, I'm a classically trained musician as well. That's a big like, a lot of, especially, I don't know what it is, some classical musicians get so weirdly, like, elitist. Like, I'm only gonna teach classical music, but it's like, you're not teaching, like, you have to be a little more realistic and understand that not everyone wants to be a classical musician, or is going to play classical music, if that makes sense. And so I'm not a fan of that either. I try to meet when I teach, unless I'm teaching conservatory, so that's different, where like the students are ultimately here to get a certificate or a degree, and that's different. But even then, I try to teach them stuff they want to learn. So I had a lot of my conservatory students want to play video game music, so I was like, you know what? You're going to learn your classical pieces for examination, but yeah, we're going to learn, like, the Pokemon theme song, too. And the conservatories I taught for, luckily, had a what's called popular music component, where they can play pop songs, so approved arrangements of pop songs, video game music, as well as film music. And I loved that they did that. And then eventually we actually had to go through training, because they were like, you shouldn't just teach classical piano, you need to teach jazz piano. And those of us who are like, I never learned jazz piano. I learned like ragtime, and that's the closest to jazz I got, but ragtime is not the same as jazz piano. So they put us through these programs to be like, this is how you open up to jazz, and they gave us these method books for teaching jazz and jazz numbers and jazz standards. So that was, and I'm really glad for it, because that was, farts are how you get the bass. Every time I practice cello booties, my husband makes fart jokes. Like, he's like, you sound good, but your instrument is farting. Then I found jazz and funk later. Aww. Yeah, and that's all valid, too. Like, I think classical musicians need to get their, like, need to de-ostrich and get their heads out of their, like, nether regions. And I'm saying that as a classical musician. Saxophone jazz session when I did 11 years of piano, but I stopped because I didn't feel any level of improvement. The teachers always said, oh yes, you're improving, but honestly it was just probably to make my parents say plink. Oh, pay. Ooh, yeah. No, I've always been very honest. Like, if I didn't hear improvement, I would express that, and I would try to offer suggestions. But sometimes consistency, like, can be key. You not improving in 11 years, I also, what the hell was your teacher doing? Like, I don't know how to explain it. 11 years, I'm inclined to, like, yeah, I don't know. I could play this at guitar time. Piano time, do you play sax? Whenever anyone mentions ragtime, all I can think of is that old singing frog cartoon. Ooh, I love ragtime music. I mean, I love the Americana sound, and that turn of the century, like, the precursor to the American songbook is just a vibe. I love those old, like, Americana harmonies. And I love playing good rag music. And it's very hard on piano. Like, it is very, very virtuosic. But, oops. It's just such a wonderful section about playing Hot Cross Buns for 11 years. Oh. Not like during the whole 11. Oh, fair enough, fair enough. No, I meant the last years. I see. Yeah, you do get to a certain point where upping the game. And I will say from experience, a lot of educators don't know how to take their students to that next level. Like they can get students to a good, reliable intermediate level, but then they don't know like what comes next. And in a way, you kind of have to be like trained in that. Like you can be the best pianist in the world, but you gotta also know how to teach. And that they're two different skill sets. They really are. And my and you also need to be able to teach in a way that a student will receive. I could play some percussion, guitar, bass, drums, harmonica. Wow! Whenever I get sent to wear orange, it might be helpful. And piano. I love the sound of violin and cello. The never day to learn. The string instruments, like the bowed string instruments, are very hard. Off topic, but I bought this new deodorant because the one I usually buy was not available. The new one is more of a reodorant. I know that feeling. Yeah, I know that feeling. That's nasty. That's what I was thinking. It's probably the teacher's fault. It goes back to information discernment and finding the right teachers. That's so cool. Yeah, it is. I agree. I'm trained with some really skilled guys who are just terrible at teaching. Yeah, because you can be a phenomenal performer and be like horrendous at teaching. And a lot of like really, really natural performers suck at teaching because they get impatient. They don't understand why the student is struggling. And being patient and being kind and recognizing your student is not going to learn things as quickly as you do is a big part of education. And also accepting that that's part of the process. Alright, so I think it's safe to say we might be able to start digging downward again. Because I'd like to start digging downward again. I'm just a dork. Aw, I heard I had a Sauvage by Dior deodorant for Christmas. Plink, one of the best gifts I ever had. Aw, you know, I do love getting like the like cosmetic and like hygiene products, I guess. I've never gotten deodorant for Christmas, but I do get, I'll get like perfumes that are really fun. And then my favorite are like skincare and hair care. So like fancy moisturizers, fancy like hair product, like that is so nice. Yeah, Dart is multi-talented. Dart is very, very multi-talented. Alright. What if we started here? Why don't we actually just start digging our way down? Oh, the quarto quintal harmonies. Sus, when I was a... don't listen to my simple human... Oh, I learned to play guitar when I was in a composer in a black metal band. Plink. An acoustic guitar when learning to write simple dark folk. That sounds so awesome. I'm not very good at it, but my strength is the music production. That's awesome. I'm not a bot, I swear. Dart celebration. That sounds awesome. Folk music. I find, because I listen to music from all around the world, and I'm always open to learning new things. But something I recently learned on a road trip, I played for my husband. I introduced him to Garmarna, Swedish folk metal band, folk rock, folk metal. And I kind of realized that a lot of the music that I listen to has heavy roots in folk. And then uses like pop or rock or metal elements as a kind of driving force, but the crux of the music is the folklore. And they're also very gifted at cement. Oh, Cemental too. I made it to second break with your stream. Only 4 more hours. Good luck with that. I hope those 4 hours pass easily. Garmarna! Yes, Garmarna. Yeah, we did the Vitrad derby. So he got to listen to all that. And he really liked it. And Food Guesser, yay! It's a good time. Okay. So now we head back down and we are now on the quest to find diamonds. Ha! Yay! Okay, our first deep slate! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Yes, please. Give. Okay, good stuff. Oh, wait, let me see. Dart, sometimes not always I get 1, 2 other tries. No leave there. We're celebrating Dart. All the friends doing daily food guesser almost has the score above average. I'm a terrible food guesser. I don't know. Oh, is food guesser one of those New York Times puzzles? Oh, you know what? I hope no one has redeemed anything, because I just realized that I've not checked Stream Manager in a while. God, there's so much stuff. Like the multi-streaming, there's so much stuff to pay attention to. Aw, yay! Sometimes they're tough, but they're fun. There are ways to guess many of them. Oh, okay. Oh, daily puzzle stuff. Derpy and I have been playing board games on Board Game Arena. Not in real time, like we just kind of take our turn, go about our day. Damn, that's nasty. Basically guess the food origin and amount. Oh. Alright, deep slate time. Deep slate time is the best time. Wait, how far down are we? 3. Perfect. So we need to get to minus 54, so we've got a long ways to go. But... Server, they once had Egyptian pita bread. Aish Baladi. Wow. What did you call me? Wow, that's awesome. But now you have to say... Now you say it, I have to agree. My thing is that I just, when I go, like, truly offline, my aim these days is to, like, really disconnect. So I just kind of read. I am really excited about this arc that I got approved for. I have to start that soon. I saw the wine yesterday. France Classic. Oh, that one. Sometimes I play in that mode. Oh, boy. Oh my gosh, we've got Deep Slate again! Yay! This is the tedium part, but I'm not mining as big as I was before, so I'm just trying to get down to those lower levels as quickly as possible. It's very quiet here, which makes me think I'm just like in the heart of the mountain. But... Streamer, I redeemed! Oh, thank you! Thank you for saying that. Oh, okay. Classical music. Ooh, you want a classical music recommendation. Okay. Tell you what, because my brain has been fixated on that, and I've been getting back into cello practice. Look up, chat is going to get a kick out of the opus number. Beethoven's Cello Sonata in A major, opus 69. That is one of my favorite cello sonatas, and as I ease back into the cello, I do want to properly learn it. Like, I've read the first movement way back in the day, but it is such a beautiful, beautiful sonata. And actually, you know what I should do is just give you a YouTube link. So let me pull that up. That's the best flex ever! Dart Party classic music recommendation. Yay! Yeah, so let me get you a good recording. I just have to make sure this doesn't play out loud. At least it's not 6 and 6 plus 1! Yeah, that'll get you banned. So, let's see if Beethoven Cello Sonata in A major, Opus 69. I'm looking at the different cellists. Oh, you know what? Okay, I found... Okay, Jacqueline Dupre. Jacqueline Dupre is phenomenal. Oh, you know what? Let's, for good measure, let's do the Yo-Yo Ma recording. Hopefully this sends. I prefer 68. Haha, we're banning all the 6/7s. Oh, dear God, this link. Okay, I'm gonna remove the PP. Alright, here we go. That's a delightful, delightful sonata. Delightful piece of music. Okay. What's that sweater badge? Oh, it's... I don't remember what I did to get that. I think I clipped something around the holiday period. That's cute. Lovely when you stop stream today. That's what... Oh, yay! Yeah, it's a beautiful piece. And the interesting thing is I definitely played the piano part for another cellist, like back during my music student days. But I love that sonata. And that's, as I ease back into... Gonna listen after... Yay! I can post it. Let me also post it in my, I'll post it in music as the classical music recommendation. Yo-Yo Ma is a lovely, lovely cellist, too. He's a lovely human, for lack of a better way to put it. He's a very... I have not heard this recording, so I don't know. YouTube chat, too! Oh, boy. Yeah, but it's in my Discord. It's in my Discord. Oh, there's a plink in my Discord. Best gif ever. Okay. He's wholesome. Yeah. Yes, he is. My husband's met him. He's worked with Yo-Yo Ma. But he's just that kind of performer. He's worked with Yo-Yo Ma, Joshua Bell, Itzhak Perlman. He had coachings with Itzhak Perlman and coachings with Joshua Bell. And he... My husband, a fun fact, he actually did give a lesson. He gave a couple of violin lessons to Joshua Bell's son. So talk about, like, I can't even begin to imagine the premise. Anyway, I don't want to say too much more, but yeah, that's the, I couldn't even imagine. I would Pog Bones, but it doesn't exist anymore, so yeah. Oh, yeah, that's another emote that's gone. That's crazy. Yeah, he's serious. He's serious business. Very, very, He, honestly, had he chosen to stay in performance, he would have been one of those, like, big, because he was already becoming one of those, like, big names that you hear about. But he left the world of performance because he didn't like the volatility. For him, he wanted stable work. So he went into academia, music academia, as a way of ensuring some stability, which is honestly good for him. Very smart, because the world of classical music in particular is it's brutal. So that was very much smart on his part. If you had to meet a classical composer, who would it be? Oh boy. Ravel. Wow, section rat. Nice choice. Let me think about that. A lot of classical musicians were assholes. Like, seriously assholes. Like, Beethoven was just... Oh my god. I could not imagine meeting that man. He was just insane. Phenomenal musician, but he had issues. Mozart, I feel like... Okay, so if Mozart were alive in our day and age, I think he would be a bald man chatter in TTSer. I'm just gonna put that way. I think bald man would be... Or not bald man. I think Mozart would be, like, a good time. Because Mozart was such a degenerate. And no one believes that with... Like, no one... People who don't know the history and know what kind of guy Mozart was... the film Amadeus did capture a little bit of that, but, you know, it was still kind of romanticized. But, like, actual Mozart... Like, one of his... He wrote a cantata for farting and shitting. Like... And a cantata is a piece of sacred music. Like, he was a degenerate. And... Yeah... Mozart would be like Rato, he would break TTS. Yeah, my depth of classical music knowledge isn't very deep, especially older stuff, but I'd love to meet Steve Reich. Okay, wow. Yeah, I remember Steve Reich used to give, like, guest lectures and stuff as well. I've met a lot of 20th and 21st century, like, famous classical composers. I've met, Louis Andriessen. I met, David Del Tredici. I met, Augusta Reed Thomas. I'm not only met, but I premiered multiple of her compositions. I premiered and performed multiple pieces that she wrote. I actually helped prepare a choir for a big orchestra piece, so I was a big part of that preparation. Like, I've done a lot of stuff, like, with, oh, and then, of course, I met Penderecki. I don't want to give specifics to that, because that would be very, very doxing, but yeah, I had a situation where I got to perform under Penderecki's baton his own music, as well as, meet him. Poor guy was, not in the best of health, and he passed away 2 years after that. That commercial was very adult for donuts. Oh, there was I actually have no idea the ads that run on my channel. It's probably because we were talking about smut earlier. I bet that's why. I mean, who knows? It's, Wow, a lot of clay. A lot of clay that we're getting through. Let me just dig this up slowly but surely. May as well. I discovered him because our music teacher made us listen to Threnody for the Victims of Hiroshima. Yeah. Yeah, that's a popular one. It's one of his, like, everyone studies that, because it was such a shock factor piece when it came out. Like, people were very like, oh, okay. And it's very evocative in what it's trying to do. At the time of its inception, that piece was, if you can believe it, there was a lot of controversy. A lot of controversy. Yay, nice music! Okay, so Restream is no longer showing me YouTube comments, I've noticed. But whatever. It's good that I'm learning this. But yeah, we, both my husband and I have had to teach Threnody as well. Did you know that Penderecki, some of his music is used in The Shining? I heard that, and my first thing when I heard that was like, this is Penderecki, isn't it? And then lo and behold, he was in the credits as one of the composers. And that cracked me up so hard. When I performed Penderecki, I mean, it was fun to perform, and it's very hard music to get all of that timing so it sounds spontaneous and everything. But, I had so many just, like, stupid jokes with my peers as well, so, I don't know. It's hard to, like, to take it seriously sometime. To be honest, there's only been one YouTube comment since your link. Yeah. Yeah, the YouTube is still, I have no idea what's going on with YouTube. That is hopefully as a way of just encouraging the YouTube to grow as a commercial, or, well, as an endeavor to get the channel like properly monetized. But there's a part of me that's like, a lot of the subscribers are subscribed for my husband's content. So for them, it's just like, she's just playing Minecraft and being nonsensical. I mean, I'm kidding partially, but we'll see. It's gonna be a slow grind. Should we all just watch from YouTube someday? Oh, aw. That is entirely up to you. I don't want to, you know, you're all here and you're all vibing, and that already means the world to me without being sappy. So whatever you want to do. Funny thing, Gas, is that a bunch of people who are in the Twitch chat are also in the YouTube chat, and I think that's the primary viewership in YouTube are just like Twitch chatters just sending messages every now and then in the YouTube, which is something I appreciate because it's helping me practice looking at multiple chats, because it does matter to me. I know that a lot of multi streamers will ignore a chat, like they'll ignore like YouTube, for example, and I don't want to do that. Like, I want everyone to feel like they have attention. But I appreciate, that's so sweet of you. There may be days where I do stream like only on YouTube or only on Twitch, but not like this segment. The Monday through Thursday 9:30 to noon time will be like the shared stream, like the main stream. Shining has pieces of Pandora Skiba. Also the famous Bartok. Yes, Bartok is in there. I actually have a score to the strings percussion, the piece you're referring to. It's, oh dear God, it actually may be in this pile up here. I've been thinking about it, but I think Debussy was a hater too, now that I think of it, but I'd like to meet Strauss. Which Strauss? Richard Strauss, Johann Strauss. Johann Strauss Jr. Modern-wise would be generic, but there's not. John Williams is phenomenal. I love Debussy. Debussy's music is something else. So Montreal, I will confess, I had to play some Debussy, obviously, for my undergraduate in piano. And I played a lot of big, flashy, loud, intense music. So moving from that to like Debussy was like, what is this? It's so quiet and gentle. Also, his name has Bussy. Just awesome. Welcome back, Ender. I hope the phone call went okay. Paying attention to chat and being responsive is challenging. It's all good. Oh, I've heard multiple streamers say that it's a learnable skill. You get better as you do it more. Yeah, with growth, it gets even harder. So if you have, like, hypothetically, 45 people here and they're all chatting, it gets really hard to keep up. I've noticed that I start to really falter, like, when it's, like, 20, 25 and up with active chatting, like, a lot of active chatters. Like, I actually have to pause, scroll back, and make sure that I'm, like, reading. And I miss messages every now and then, but I really try not to. John Williams' music is a big part of my life. So, contemporary composers, Alan Menken, Disney composer. Alan Menken wrote Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast. He wrote a lot of, like, notable Disney, would be really fun. Oh yeah, there are three known Strausses. The Blue Danube one. Yeah, Debussy's so delicate and quiet. I don't know if that's the best adjective. It is. It is Montreal. His music is like I played a lot of like Saint-Saëns, and like Beethoven is really loud. Like Beethoven's explosive. Notice me, streamer. Oh, I have YouTube now. Hi Derpy on YouTube. That's Johann Strauss's son, the junior. I like Richard Strauss. Richard Strauss wrote a lot of good vocal music. I've sung some of the art songs, the Strauss art songs, but like his big like operatic stuff is not in my vocal wheelhouse. It's too big. Like my voice is very light, high and light. So I just that was not the genre or the subgenre of opera that I studied. My main like as far as opera is concerned is Italianate. So Mozart, although is a German composer, wrote Italianate operas, meaning they were operas in the Italian style. And barring like with the exception of Don Giovanni, although I did study one role in Don Giovanni, and that's again the soubrette role, Zerbinetta. But Don Giovanni's big is what I'm saying. Like, but I did like Marriage of Figaro, Magic Flute, Così fan tutte, what else did I do? And Führung aus dem Seraglio, so the abduction, Seraglio, that was my big one, Blondchen. Richard Strauss did the song used in the 2001 Strauss Odyssey intro, right? Zarathustra. Yes. Yes, he did. Excuse me. Oh, the afternoon congestion's back. But And then I did like Bellini, Donizetti, Handel, the very, like older. But good stuff. Oh, it's almost 12:30. Wow, I didn't even I have not been looking at the time at all. We'll stream for a little bit longer. Look, we're at day 25. 25 days! Yes, indeed. Oh. Alright, I'll be right back. 25 days. Yeah, that's pretty significant. We're still getting there. Crystal, do you have a favorite Pokemon? And if yes, which one is... Oh, you know what? Let me mull over. I do have a few favorite Pokemon. And, yeah, I will stay tuned. I'm just going to go use the restroom really quickly. But, yeah, I've got some answers for this one. Alright, favorite Pokemon. Let's, we know her favorite evolution. You know, yes, Glaceon's my favorite evolution and one of my favorite Pokemon. I think Glaceon is adorable. I will admit, Vaporeon is one of my favorites. Well before I even knew the Vaporeon copy pasta. That just makes it funnier to me. Which is why, like, when I bought that skater dress from Baldman's merch, when he had merch, I was like, I'm gonna play the "Hey chat, did you know that for that TTS," and he actually liked it, which just like made me really happy. But favorite Pokemon, like what comes to mind if I don't overthink it is Gorbis, which is like what the hell Stribber? Why Gorbis? But I don't know. I like Gorbis. I think Gorbis is adorable and fun. And do you all remember the Pokemon show, the Huntail versus Gorbis episode? And that episode was like, it killed brain cells. And it was just gloriously stupid. But yeah, I like Gorbis. I really like Gorbis. I think Gorbis is great. I also, yes, I do. It was so. Oh my God, you remember? It's so obscure. Wow, I'm so sorry. I like keep thresholding the mic. I think when I sing too, it like boosts all of that. So I'm so sorry about that audio. I do need to, yeah, do something with the mic settings. But Gorbis is a cool pick. Very underrated. Very underrated. Gorbis, shiny Gorbis is gold. That was my first ever shiny. Not caught. It was gifted to me by a friend who knew that I really liked. Can you sing the same melody but with the lyrics Beach Mouse 6? Oh, the Beach Mouse 6 inches, 6 inches, 6 inches. It just means you are passionate people. But yeah, Gorbis is gold, shiny. Is that the one with the Beach Mouse 6 inches, 6 inches, 6 inches? Beach Mouse, Beach Mouse 6 inches, 6 inches. You know that I sing it in a higher key, because the alto voice is like a true alto. I'd have to give myself like the note. It's very low. Like for me, it's like it goes down to a low F sharp, which I could sing, but then it's like B or da 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 da. That's not the key. The B major. That's just off the top of my head. I don't know if I have it. I spaced out and just hear measurements. We're singing about the beach mouse and 6 inches. There's no meaning behind 6. Azrael and low tone. I like Klefki from Gen 6. Oh, and we're talking about Pokemon. Wow, you know what? So I don't know if Alex is still here, but I remember when Alex was still here, he was like, hey, streamer, I don't mean anything. He's like, do you have ADHD? But it's moments like this where we're talking about Pokemon, singing the Beach Mouse song, and just like there's 4 different threads of conversation all organically happening at the same time. That's like, you know what? Yeah, this is, if streamer doesn't have ADHD, then this is an ADHD segment of stream. Notice me, streamer! Yay! Nice music! Oh, that cute Pokemon. Yeah, I love Klefki. Dragonite, I was one of those people who bred a competitive Dragonite. I thought Dragonite was adorable. Like, Dratini is so dang cute. Klefki is great and people hate on it. I love Klefki! He's such a great, nuisance Pokemon. Like, I actually bred a competitive, like, Klefki. And I had dark, what's it called? Foul Play. So I had my Klefki was obnoxious. I had it with Toxic Spice, like the Toxic Spice, Foul Play, and 2 other moves I don't remember. They were all nuisance moves. Like the Klefki would go in and wreak chaos, in competitive. But I love that thing. It's like a little thing with keys, and it's got a happy face. And shiny Klefki's gold too. There's totally a trend here. I'm trying to think. Those are probably my favorite Pokemon on the get-go. Let's just say Gorbis, Glaceon, and Klefki. I like shiny Sylveon. Like, Sylveon's cute and all, but the baby blue is just perfect. Umbreon is a favorite evolution. I don't know if I have a favorite. Umbreon is awesome. My favorite evolution is Jolteon. Ooh, good taste. I love that Vaporeon has natural invisibility. I had Vaporeon as a Stolly wall attacker on my competitive team back in the day. So I had, like, a Vaporeon with, I forget, it's, like, very, very tanky. Very, very tanky. It also, I had like a shiny Vaporeon too, so that was kind of fun. But blue is my favorite color. Like the purple's nice, but blue is the how it hides from horny internet nerds. Yeah, it needs to. Underrated choice. Vaporeon is the best Pokemon. Anyway. What the hell are? Oh yeah, we're mining. Absol is a favorite. Underrated choice with Leafeon. Leafeon is a wonderful Pokemon. Very underrated. Good glass cannon. Like a good grass-type glass cannon. I know people like their tanky, like, grass types, but having a good competitive Leafeon could be a nice unexpected, but will crap out quickly in a competitive battle. Leafeon's super underrated. I agree. I had Jolteon on my Pokemon Y team, though, because that's... Yeah, Jolteon is insane. Like, insane. And a really good... I think a good competitive Pokemon, too. I used it as my Aureus team with lead, Volt Switch, and WoW. Ooh, yeah, competitive Jolteon with Volt Switch, or any, like, bait and switch. That's pretty awesome. Oh, there's gold down here. Okay. Dang it. I may risk trying to mine some of that, I will say. But I don't know yet. We'll have to play it really, really safe. Volt Switch PTSD? Aw. my favorite evolution is Glaceon, but Leafeon is very close to. Oh, our favorites are the same! Yay! Frostlass is awesome. I love Frostlass. Very underrated Pokemon. I was out here giving people PTSD with my team. Oh, but I just got that PTSD recently from the ROM hack I'm playing twice. One time with the gym leader and the other one with a whole bunch of Rotoms. Oh my god. Oh, this is making me really miss Pokemon. I will have to set up. I do have Pokemon ZA. I got that for Christmas. And I do want to stream it, but... Whoa, little baby bird. This is making me really want to play Pokemon again. Whole bunch of Rotoms. If you could have any shiny Pokemon, it would be Eevee, so I could make a whole shiny evolution team. Yeah. Oh, that would be fun. I did, in X and Y, and then Sun and Moon, I bred competitive teams. So I had, like, getting shinies from breeding, like, when you're on, like, Egg 500, Egg 600, like, the odds slightly, they go up enough that every now and then an egg would hatch shiny, and I always kept those. Like, very much kept them because, oh, there's a lot of good stuff here. Hang on, let's, quickly just patch this with dirt. So I think I need to, I'm running out of space. So this is just a reminder to myself to, explore that. But for now, I'm gonna head back. Yeah, just one shot, solid team. Yeah, if you had Masala mentioned, it was Shiny Charm and breed a ton for the team. They pop up now and then. Oh, yeah, the Shiny Charm. I don't know if I ever bred with a Shiny Charm. I must have, though. But I had my own day med when I was breeding EVs for the Vaporeon, my competitive Vaporeon. And I did a competitive Glaceon. But Glaceon is a good glass cannon, but not super competitively viable. Like, compared to other ice types. Like, I think Lapras might be a little better, but, I remember I hatched a shiny, like, Eevee, and I was like, oh, I made this. Yay. Or something. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna just close this up. That way it's nice and streamlined. Vaporeon! I actually caught 70 plus EVs just to get good natures running in my ROM hack. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Aw, I'm like really missing playing Pokemon now. I don't know, maybe we if I have the time for it, maybe I'll just at least hook up my capture card and get all of that up and running, just so we can, yeah, just so we can have a, Pokemon streaming. It won't affect, like, I still want to stream Minecraft and continue the challenge, but... Broad daylight once again. I'm glad you like it. You were one of the first to get a Krita made emote, actually. Aww. That's a yay. Okay. So I'm thinking, I should probably put these clay balls somewhere else. God, I have so many of them. That's quite silly. Oh, but all that iron, that is very joyful. Huh. Okay, let's put these away. We'll grab some more. Oh, look at that! I am running low on leaf litter. One here. Guess there's no reason for me to not just have all of that in there. let that play out as it works. I've only resumed working 4 days ago and already zombified in the evening. Aww. No, I get it. I'm, like, exhausted. This, like, today, not as bad as yesterday. Although I woke up pretty tired. And there's actually a part of me that I may... Like, the momentum is so strong and I want to keep that up, but there's a part of me that's like, I should probably end soon so I can go have lunch. Oh, no, keep the deep slate. Keep the cobblestone. So much dirt. I'll keep that for now. Andesite and tough. The andesite, let's do... I didn't get sick at least. That's good. Yeah, no, that's good. Wow, okay. So steak heals a lot. That's a good note to self. Perfect. We'll just do our goofy stack that I do. While I'm at it, I'm gonna just go ahead and make a shovel that I carry around. It's just may as well. With how much dirt and stuff we're getting, it's just probably just worth our while. Just like IRL, steak is very filling. Yeah, it really is. I'm cooking like a low-fat steak, like low-fat steaks. Meaning they're just like tenderloin tonight for our dinner. Just small little tenderloin pieces. Many people around me got sick and I went to a funeral and shook many hands. Yeah, that's always so challenging. I've, ever since we moved, I've been a shut-in. Just me, I don't really get out, really, that much at the moment. Everything's so far away and I don't have a car, nor do I drive, so I'm just kind of at home. And my husband, for the first time, he does have an academic job, but for whatever reason, because he works 9 to 5. It's not like a typical university job where you do the work, you show up to teach, but you're on, you do whatever you want in the meantime, within reason, obviously. Like you fulfill your obligations to the university in whatever way. But this is a job that requires, so he's gone like all day. So it's put us in these inadvertent, like very traditional homemaker breadwinner like roles, and that's fine, but it is different. Because I used to, like, we'd both kind of work. You know? Okay, I'll leave these to, let's grab the iron and get that put away. Wow. This is perfect. This is so great. And because we have buckets, we've got a good stack of iron. I'm debating between going back down and doing that mining. I do also I need to take I have medicine I need to take. But it's also like I need to go get lunch and all that good stuff, so. Oh, it's also, ooh, it's darkening. Ugh, I think it's just because it's woods. But let me go see what I can see. Okay, the sun is setting. I think I do want to just mine a little bit and then we'll call it a day. Wow. Alright, I'll put a torch just temporarily up here so I can kind of see. Okay, and something I should do is just maybe patch up. We can always patch some of this so that I'm not... There we go. So I patched myself into a kind of safe zone, just for now. That way I can kind of mine all this good stuff. Alright, that's not safe anymore. But this is! Oops. Okay! Let's... Okay. Wait, where am I? Minus 22. Oh, I am far down. Cool. First diamond. That was not... I didn't expect to get a diamond today. Wow, look at that beautiful thing. Okay. Okay, cool. And now we have enough... Here, let's patch this up. But now we have enough gold to make that gold helmet. Diamond. Woo. Yes. Oh my god. Okay. So that was worth it. I'm so glad I came down here and did this. Like, let the train of thought take me down this route. What a beautiful space that gave quite a bit. Okay. All right. So now we just keep mining. What a great time. Hype! Yes, serious hype. Right, I'm skirting around the water thing as well. Alright, and then we should put up another torch for some good light. Oh, banana! We got a... Hi, Alex! We got a diamond! Look! I have diamonds! Oh, the music is getting all festive, too. Oh, boy. Alright, we'll do one more round. Actually, I have to step out because I do have a medication that does require me to take it in a timely manner. I will be right back. I'm gonna go take my medication and then I'll come back and wrap up this mining. Just give me one moment. Look, I'll have Twitch chat with me. YouTube, stand by. I'll be back. So what are these ghosts you're all seeing now that I've... Oh boy! Streamer's back! We have to behave now! Streamer ignoring us confirmed! Chat doesn't cherish streamers. Streamer, go away! Yeah, streamer did not bring YouTube chat downstairs. I brought my phone. I mean, I brought my phone, which happens to have Twitch chat on it, just because I record medication into an app in my phone. Cherish, yay, first typo on YouTube. Wow. Dart, you are #1 chatter, and Derpy is #2 chatter, apparently, because there's like a top chat thing. I think it's just... I don't know. Alright, let's, what the hell was I doing? Okay, we'll go on for a little bit. And then I've got to go get lunch. Okay, let's actually seal this so that water doesn't come in. I'm wondering if there's like a, ooh. Hey, check that out. Look, there's water. We're not gonna drown, right? Make sure we're not, anyway. Well, at least it's like water and not lava. Okay. Okay, I do need to patch this as we go along, just so to really... Actually, I know this area is safe, so... Okay, that should be good. That should set us up for good times. Okay, perfect. Yay, there's water! We're not gonna drown, right? Famous last words. Hey, no, don't jinx it. Don't do it! Don't jinx it! I mean, I'm the one doing it to myself. But we're good. Better water than lava. I mean, unless it's like the whole thing fills up at night, because I've drowned in caves. I have definitely drowned in many a cave. I remember getting lost. Remember when I streamed like years ago and then I got lost in the cave and I tried to dig my way back up but I drowned in the water and then none of us could find our stuff even with the coordinates. Like I went back to the VOD, got the coordinates and could not find anything. Like it was just gone. It was really funny. That was probably like my most glorious Minecraft death. Nothing bad ever happens in Minecraft. Nope. It's just a cozy good time. But it is, though. Derpy, we gotta get you playing hardcore, too. So you can have the same cozy good time. Okay, all that spider noise makes me think there's a spider spawner somewhere close by. Stuff is happening, yeah. There's definitely a spider spawner somewhere nearby. But, I don't know. There's water coming in, too. Losing all your shit because you couldn't get it to in time is a Minecraft rite of passage. Peaceful for survival stresses me out. I wouldn't touch hardcore with a 10-foot pole. No, you're gonna touch hardcore. We're gonna play together. It'll be a great time. It's all good. I'll be here. I'll be here to protect you from hardcore. Okay? Like, watch, look, I'm like a hardcore, person who plays hardcore. It'll be great. Nah. Oh, I forgot I did get a diamond. We will do hardcore together, huh? Older sips of sibling intrusive thoughts. Oh. Oh my god, Montreal, that's funny. That's so goofy. Relatable. Yeah, I'm the older sibling, so, Derpy's used to the older sibling chaos, but, you know, you kind of just have to, when you have an older sibling, you just kind of roll with it and let the older sibling, I don't know. Oh, okay, I'm being very bad, but it sounds like there's a spider spawner somewhere. Okay, let's actually just... Alright, patch all that, then come back in here and get all of this patched up too. Pot of gold, cough, pot of gold. Older sis vibes. Yeah, back in the day, we played, it was SMB3, and you have the competitive 2-player. I mean, I did it for Mario too. I would tell my sister that if she let me win, she would fall to the pot of gold and get all the gold. And that was, yeah. That was, if I do say so myself, some of my prouder older sibling moments. What did you make your siblings do, Dart? Oh! Hey, look, it's my makeshift wall coming through. Yeah, there's definitely a spider spawner somewhere. Somewhere close. Alright, where are we? We are minus 32. Okay. Dude, I was so confused because there obviously wasn't a lot of gold. We'll get Derpy play Minecraft with you, streamer, with the power of old siblings. Streamer, what's your favorite microorganism? Ooh, let me think about that. Yeah, we could do that, Derpy. Get you on hardcore Minecraft and do like a co-op challenge. But the challenge will be that we both have to survive. Like, if one of us outlives the other, the run is over. Like 100-day double survival. My favorite microorganism. Wow, that is not a question that I've given a lot of thought to. I'm being overpowered by older siblings. Yes, you are. Well, you don't get a say in. It's okay. I mean, you do. You don't... It's all... This is fine. Oh, I know I don't get a say. Yeah, we will play hardcore. It's gonna be a good time. Roblox is so 2025! Oh my gosh! Yay! Twip sings, welcome in. I'm streaming. Hi! Wow, I have, okay. So I'm multi-streaming on Twitch and YouTube, and so, I'm just going to say, you are my first chatter who isn't on Twitch, like who isn't a Twix chatter. So, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. I am just fooling around mining. I really need to get lunch and not delay, but I'm here. Hi, welcome in. Oh my gosh, yay! Yeah. Yay! Roblox. Yeah, I'm playing hardcore right now. So my current objective is one, to try to survive in hardcore Minecraft. But within 100 days, I'm trying to get to the Nether. That's kind of been my current task. I had a hardcore run that died gloriously at day 133 when I mined in the Nether and lava burned. So lava's hot, lava burns. Yeah, she made me play Luigi and now she shits on Luigi. Yeah. Well, anyone who watches the YouTube knows our spiel with the Luigi character. That was my my husband's doing. He has a very vivid imagination. See, the thing is, my husband would make a great like Twitch chatter, but he's not really a super, I don't know. He's not a very social person, I put it that way. Lava's hot, yeah, that I learned that the hard way. But we're gonna get back to the Nether, and we're gonna keep doing things, and maybe eventually we'll beat Minecraft. Baby. I could be on Twitch too, though, and you may say my name here. The Nether is way down. Oh yeah, I go by Eos here, Twip too. So I don't use my like real name on the internet. But yeah, whatever you want me to call you by, like if you want me to call you Twip, or if you want me to call you by your name, whatever you want, I'm happy to. I will honor that. Red Octagon is wait, where's Red Octagon? Red Octagon is a god among sheep. Aw. Him and Red Octagon used to talk a lot whenever he was around on stream. Wait, wait, yeah, Red Octagon, I know he's been very, very busy. I do see him around, like, I know every now and then he'll come hang out in HK's chat, which is it's always lovely to see him. But I know that he's got a lot, going on. Solid Sun. Oh, you know what, you're right. Yes, you are right. I do remember. I've abandoned my... yeah, he's good. He's good people. So dang hilarious. Right now, Red Octagon, I see him most is putting the turtle reaction. Eos meet Dieter meet Eos. Dieter, it's so good to see. Oh, look, water. Hey, look at that. Wait, where is that coming from? Oh, okay. That's cute. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna fix that. I don't want the... Huh? Yeah, the hut turtle. Like, I just see him posting that, like, reacting to that on every message in the Discord. And that just, oh my god, it cracks me up. It's such a very, like, Red Octagon thing to do, too. Cool. Okay. Oh, I wish I had more dirt. Oh, I just want more dirt. Okay. Here's what I'll do, since I don't have my dirt. God, I don't really want to do this, but... just for now. Hey, look at all this water we've hit. All right. Okay, here we go. That should do it. Uh-oh, flood, yeah. Hey, it's not lava, so I don't care. I actually don't mind. I wonder what he does for work. I imagine he's a road designer. He puts stop signs at every crossroad. Streamer wants more dirt to blackmail people? That's illegal, you know. Oh, I get it. It's a pun. That's funny. Unsure if bug or feature. And it's Minecraft. I had my games wrong. Oh, you know, Dieter, when you said Roblox, I thought you were, like, making a joke. Because there's, like, the whole Minecraft versus Roblox. I've never actually played Roblox. I thought it was like a pun or like a joke. That's funny. Okay. So, what am I doing? Okay. I'm getting this out of my quick thing. Put that back in. Okay. Wow. Yeah, no, it's Minecraft. We're playing a Minecraft Java in hardcore mode, which means that if I die at any point, it's a permanent death. The pun was not intended, but it was great. It was a good time. It was such a good time. Streamer wants more dirt. Oh, I got that. Rip pot friend. Yeah, we need a pot friend. Like, that was a pot friend moment. It's a shame. Yeah, Dieter, my husband is the one who plays the, I was gonna say the serious games. I'm joking. For anyone who doesn't realize, I'm totally joking. I just means he plays like the really intense, like he's really good at like really, really hard games. Not that this isn't hard. Can you pot Fred Earl? Aside from Gorbis and Vaporeon, what are your other favorite water types? Oh, water types! Ooh, my other favorite water types. So many. My first ever time playing Pokemon, my first playthrough of, I want to say it was Pokemon X, like the first playthrough before I started to do like all the competitive stuff, I had an all-water team. And I remember my friends were like, that's really brave and bold and not a traditional, like you're playing like a gym leader. Water types. Now I'm suddenly blanking out. There were a bunch of fish that I thought were great. Oh, we want an emote. Hang on, let me get that. Why Vaporeon? I didn't know anything about the Vaporeon. A Vaporeon for me. Is hubby home? Say hi for me. He's at work. Yeah, so we're trying to grow the YouTube right now. Oh, yeah, no, we need to have the pot friend emote. We're trying to grow the YouTube. And so while I'm at home, because we just moved, while I'm at home, I'm trying to stream as a way of just doing more on the channel, doing more for the channel, and then grow that. But yeah, he's working. He works all day. But yeah, he'll be home around 5 o'clock, I believe, I want to say. Metal, hi! Hello, Crystal Eos in chat. This is the governor of Alabama. Alabama. I regret to inform you that the Alabama beach mouse has gone extinct. One of our scientists accidentally put it in the microwave since he thought it was a chimichanga. Our bad. We have sent Aura a statue of the beloved mouse to put on his front lawn to commemorate its life. We know Aura loved the mouse as much as the... We hope to see the mouse prominently displayed on his front lawn and maybe at times on his... That's a hell of a copy pasta. That's a beautiful copy pasta. Alright, what are we doing again? Oh, this is beautiful. You know what? Yeah, copy pasta away. I want a copy pasta, but Stream Manager doesn't let me. Metal, welcome in. We've been all over the place and back and then all over the place again. I'll be seeing more from the two of you then. Yeah, yeah. And he's doing, so we have a bunch of, like, playthroughs up. We've got our, like, commentary stuff, but he's recording all kinds of, like, really cool, like, he's, I think, his Resident Evil 2 remake playthrough is in the process of going up. He's also doing, there are a bunch of other games. I don't know if he wants me to say what they are or just have them be a surprise, but he's doing some pretty, like, intense, like, really intense stuff. This is a really good year. Oh, speaking of Tomb Raider, this is such a good year for Tomb Raider releases. And I know he's very excited, like, very excited for that. Because Tomb Raider is, like, one of his things as well. Ah, no water. Okay. We're not drowning today. I refuse. That would have sucked, though. If it were lava, that actually would have sucked. What kills me is this, in this copy pasta is that back in the day I used AI, but like the scary 2021 AI, to generate the face of Alabama. And each time I read the copy pasta, I have that face in my... Ooh. Oh my god, that's funny. That's pretty funny. Is he interested in doing Resident Evil Randomizer? He doesn't do a lot of, like, modded stuff. But I bet he'd be good at that. As I watched him play, I watched him practice Resident Evil before he recorded. He's insanely good. Hey, look, redstone! Yay, a shiny thing. Okay, let's grab the redstone. Wow, a lot of redstone. Okay, cool. Nice, you can let it be a surprise. I'll watch and be surprised. Yay! Aw, Dieter, that's so wonderful. Yeah, and thank you for, like, supporting and helping out, and I know it was, like, a complete accident, because our sense of humor is very, like, and our, like, gaming stuff is very different from our professional, like, setting. So it's, but we have a good time, and it's a big part of, like gaming is one of the things that we bonded over back in the day, and, you know, we both have our, like, musical training and all that good stuff, but we like to have fun, too. What am I doing? Okay. Alright, I should get another torch up. I feel like I have to use more torches more often going down like this. Does he play Touhou? He might. I'm actually not sure. I don't know if he has it on the channel. I actually discovered, like, I kept telling people that we have over 1,000 videos on the channel. We have actually over 2,000 because my husband is, like, a machine. And I say that in the best possible ways. Like, I don't know how he does everything he does. I mean, I do know, like, he doesn't have a social life. And so he has all this time to do all this stuff. Or, like, he puts his time into the work. And moving around a lot, it's kind of hard to have a social life, like a non-online social life. If you're, once a year for the past 7 years we moved. And there were some years we moved twice in a year. So it's, we've been all over the place. But he's got over 2,000 videos. I still can't believe, like, that channel went up. The bulk of the channel went up, like the foundation, while he was still a doctoral student. And he was slammed during that. Husband is a machine. Yeah, he's incredible. But it was a strategic thing. Like, he'd do his doctoral stuff, and he was always on top of things. Being an early bird, like, he'd get his doctoral stuff done, and then his way of winding down is playing video games. So he would game, but he would record while gaming. And so he just had a segment of, and he's really good at video games, so he just had all this, footage of his wind down stuff, and then put it up on the YouTube, and we're just trying to get it up and running as a hopeful, like, income maker, an extra income maker. Slowly but surely. That's kind of the goal there. Let's see. I have to check what Y level where we are. And then maybe get away from... There's water dripping, so I should probably try to veer away. Okay, we're at minus 42. Minus 42. But, yeah, it's I say it with admiration, because grad school was really exhausting for me. But a part of it's also... Eerie noise, lovely. I was like, what the hell was that? We also we support each other, like, in our endeavors. So my responsibilities together have been, like, taking care of the house, taking care of all of the domestic stuff, and I'm happy to do it. And then before now, it's taking IRL part-time work. I haven't had the chance to, like, job hunt. Lex! Oh my gosh, Lex, that's great. But eventually as things, like, as we, like, really, really settle, and we feel pretty settled. But it better be. Division of labor is very... Yes, it is. And it's a system that works. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, when I've told some of my, like, academic peers that I do homemaking, they don't understand, and they meet it with resistance, and I'm just like, I do it willingly. And it's a system that works, because, for a while, I was going to, I was accepted into a doctoral program at the same time my husband was, but for me personally, I don't want to be two stressed out adults, trying to, like, it's just that doesn't work. So for me, it's like, let me support my husband during a stressful period. Like, a doctorate is stressful, no matter how on top of it is. It's stressful, it's exhausting, there's high burnout rate. And so for me, I was just like, let me take care of... Let me take care... What am I doing? Oh, I'm getting the shovel out, right? Yeah. Let me take care of the, things that I don't want my husband to have to worry about. So just making sure the house is clean, everything's tidy, orderly, all that good stuff. And then we can... Ooh, lava! Hey, look! We can work on other stuff. Ooh, this is exciting. Wow! Okay, that is really exciting. Okay, we have a great time ahead of us. Before I do anything, I will want to door this off, but this is awesome. This is gonna be really great. Okay, yay. But yeah, explaining to fellow academics who just don't always understand, or they won't make those choices themselves. Like, how can you prioritize like your husband over your career? And I'm like, it's not really. I don't see it that way in my head. And the thing is, at my point in scholarship, like I've worked as a professor, I've done all this stuff, but at any point in scholarship, I can publish and have scholastically sound research. Like I don't need it's hard to explain. Like I don't need to be affiliated with an institution to produce research. I just have to do the stuff. Division of labor is very useful. There's some stigma associated with homemaking in the past couple decades. There really shouldn't be. Yeah, because like for me, this is a choice that I willingly make. Because here's the thing: when you get married, when you enter into a committed, serious relationship, it's no longer about just you. It's about you and your significant other, and I take that seriously. So for me, it's how do I support him? How do I support us? And that matters. And we both have that mentality. So I'm happy to do it because like I do like homemaking. It's relaxing. And honestly, after 3 bachelor's degrees and 2 master's degrees, I'm tired. And I have more time and more enjoyment to like, I'm working through a textbook and like preparing like a curriculum as well. And I teach, I do still teach online. I still have like my music students. I'm looking at adjuncting professors, like online teaching, like being in like an online adjunct professor and doing all of that. Still in the process because job hunting is hard and takes forever. But like I'm not held back and I'm willingly doing it. You do what you do best, and that's the most healthy way of things. I really look up to. Oh, Dieter, that's so sweet. I have a lot of respect and admiration for you and what you do as well, because your journey has not been an easy one, and I respect that. I really do. Okay, what are we doing? Okay, so okay, so my next step right now is to there should be a lot of diamond down here. Okay. Perfect. Thanks. Oh, no, you're welcome. What's this? By the way, thanks again for complimenting me the other day. Ender, it was such a joy to get to geek out with you. When you asked if I had a doctorate, it really made my day. I meant it, though. And I felt so shy because I honestly assumed that you had a doctorate, so I didn't want to be like, to accidentally insult by calling you a doctoral student. Because the level that you were describing, the sort of work you're doing, like the STEM work, that interdisciplinary project, is very, very advanced, and it's honestly at a higher level than like dissertations that I've edited in my career as an academic editor. So I speaking from experience, it really blew me away, and I think you have what it takes to pursue a doctorate should you ever want to. I know that there's a lot of factors, not just academic potential, that go into that, and I'd be happy to like share any like my own experience, my husband's experience, because I watched him go through the entire doctorate. I actually helped him. I helped with the just line and copy edits for his dissertation and that kind of thing. And I do edit like academic, not just student work, but like I do academic journal editing and that kind of thing. So I do think that I do really mean it when I say, like, it's just someone who's been on the other end of that and who's like advised students and worked with STEM students, and worked with like, those who want to take their studies to the next level, so graduate school, like master's and doctorate. You would be not just with the problem that you're working on, but the way that you're approaching the problem and the different angles and the interdisciplinary approach. Like you're taking it from like the computational physics, you're doing it from the abstract mathematics, the algebra, all of that. And that's really, those are the kind of things that graduate committees are looking for in their like doctoral candidates. Let me know when that online teaching takes flight. I'd be glad to take lessons from you. Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah, no, that's so sweet. I haven't. I know I was, doing out like everything with the voice program. I've been meaning to just reach out about some of that, just to that group again. Oh, that's really sweet. Yeah, I will let you know. I will do, but yeah, I miss like full time, like the teaching. I miss teaching at the university. I miss having like a studio of students and all of that. That is stuff that, and I try to keep it active. Like I may post online. Like I'm currently working through that Baroque counterpoint book, and I love the methodology in it. Like I may post like lessons loosely based on some of the material in that, and like do stuff like that from the theory and composition side of stuff. But no, Ender, keep up the fantastic work. Keep doing what you're doing, and yeah. All right, let me get back to this real quick. Oh, I'm so like everything is oh, there's something in the lava. All right, so what I want to do is I want to get this sealed off. So what I really should do is actually, even though I just mined all this, okay. I want to get a door here. Do I have any? I have gravel. So I don't want anything climbing up here. I think nothing can climb up through this like that. So I'm just going to seal this temporarily, but I want to put a door down. Let me know in that. Oh, I already read that. Okay. Let's see. Then our last torch, we'll get a torch like right here for good measure. Actually, let's put it there because this is going to go back down. Oh, you know what? I could actually just really quickly craft a door right now. Or like a set of double doors. Let me just look that up. All right, perfect. Okay, let's do this. Wow, look, I'm going through all the resources. So we'll seal this off door magic style. Oh. That's not what I meant to do at all. Oh, because of the torch, of course. Alright, let's just put the torch, like, right here for now. Okay. And then I'm going to do that. Okay, so now, for all intents and purposes, it's sealed off. That way, the mine, no matter what, is just safe. So we'll put the torch, like, right here. Then our next step is to just seal that. I'm just trying to be as safe as possible about this. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay. Also not what I wanted to do. But this is fine. Let's get a bunch of torches just to establish some light levels. Yeah, I know. I want to get back up. Hell, what did they tell you? What did they tell you about mining directly upward? But let's do this. Perfect. Okay, so there's our pathway. This is a little inelegant, but it gets the job done. And then what I'm going to do is really fail-safe this. Oh, there's gold. But let me just focus on... Oh, there's a zombie. How nice. There's gonna be a lot of really good resources here. Alright, let me actually just grab this while we're at it. Perfect. Alright, and then I'll get the a torch right here. Oh, yeah, I don't need 2 torches. So let's, but I do need 1 torch. Okay, 1 here. Perfect. Okay, that works. And then next time we can start exploring some of this a little bit. There's definitely stuff. Going to be a lot of stuff for us, but for now, let's just aim to safely return to safety. That's brilliant. While we're at it, let's do that. No. Aesthetics. That's better. Okay, there we go. So this is great. Totally not ominous red eyes out in the back. Alright, so let's head back to base with all our good stuff, and then I'm going to call it. So I really, it's already 1:30. It's a longer stream. Next regular stream is Monday, just 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. If I'm able to stream over, there's a small possibility that I may be able to stream tomorrow. I don't know yet, because I did get a contract with an author, so I do need to prioritize that. So I'll probably be doing that. But if I'm able to stream, I'll try to announce that on Discord and all that good stuff. But otherwise, my next stream will just be Monday, 9:30 Eastern. See you Monday, maybe tomorrow. Oh, yeah. We'll head back. We'll do all the good stuff. I don't want to stop streaming. It's just, I am getting very hungry, and I do have a routine that I'm trying to honor. Wow, we almost went almost 4 hours. Have a nice rest of the day, Eos. Say hi to Sun. I will do! Yeah, I will do. I'm sure he'll really appreciate. I think it will mean the world to Dieter that you showed up and were here, and it means the world to me. You're my first or our first YouTube chatter who isn't true YouTube chatter. Although shout out to the Twitch people who've been hanging out in the YouTube as well. You all are awesome. It must be said, because it has helped me a tremendous amount. And the good thing is I have an extra door too, so that I can make little entry points. Like when I have more diamond, we can make a little entry point and then explore that lush cavern biome. Aw, yay! Well, yay. Ooh, my throat is burning. Every now and then, the talking while streaming. I'm a very chatty streamer as well, so it's Alright, and again, it's daytime. I wonder how many nights I skipped. Okay. There's our little... Oh, Dieter, you could see the little base I made. It's very simple, because I just wanted a roof over my head as fast as possible, so that things didn't attack me. Get that going. Whew. Yay, our first diamond. I'll put it next to the gold. I'm trying to think. Put away all the things. my brain is. I'll put this next to the gold and the diamond as well. The last thing I want to do is just get all this raw stuff smelted. That's pretty much it. And then I need to go get lunch and practice and all that good stuff. My husband's been trying to get me to post both some cello and piano up. I don't know if I'll post the cello anytime soon. I've got a couple of things I'm really trying to de-rust on. But I might post segments of the Brahms Rhapsody that I'm working on. So my thing was being a pianist, and I went into music first and foremost to perform. So I always try to have fresh repertoire so that if I ever decide I just want to get my doctorate in performance rather than in academics, that I just have a whole concert's worth of music that I can just whip out and audition with. And that Brahms Rhapsody is absolutely the kind of piece that doctoral programs want. Like the big romantic, as it's sort of semi-unofficially described. Okay, we'll keep that. Ooh, I need torches. Okay, I'll make my torches. I really need coal. Alright, that's gonna be it. We'll see what part of the day we are. I think that's gonna be it for me. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up here for now. We'll wrap up with a nice view. Whew, thank you all so much for watching. I think no raid Twitch people, because I definitely gotta go. I appreciate all of you so much. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for all the fun conversations and the nonsense and the ADHD derailment in the best way possible. I think there's something to be said about being able to have like 5 different conversations at once and have them all somehow make sense. And so that's a vibe. Yeah. So I will see you all definitely Monday. But if I am able to stream between now and Monday, I will make the effort to. Ciao, Dieter. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for being part of the chaos in all the best ways. But all right, I need to go rest my voice and I need to go eat. All right, thank you all. That's that.